So we're gonna
Um,
level up your character, and that's all you want to do, really. You're a bit too exhausted for a session today. Is that what Goblin's understanding?
it's I just got back from the gym. I am good for a session, just I will not have as much energy. But the main thing is that I have somewhere I need to be in about 3 hours.
Nah, you're good. Goblin thinks we'll probably just start off the travel stuff and do the first travel mechanics with you guys, and then
And,
um
and get everyone's level up done first.
yeah, those two things, and probably get to the ball, and you can begin like doing a little bit if you want. But Goblin doesn't think much will happen, especially with how everyone else is also not showing up yet.
I am I
No
I honestly
Goblin
thought we were doing the this
Leia time.
yeah, but that's the thing. I think we originally planned for 1:30, and then I just got caught up somewhere in the middle of it where it's like, oh, I still need to go to the gym after work. But in all honesty, for Fridays are like my busiest day at work already,
uh,
and
that explains a bit.
they increased my workload today because we had it's been getting busier at the fuel center, and
Hmm.
unfortunately, one of the main things that happened is that we had 5 pallets, and I had to build 3 of them
Ooh,
to
that
be delivered to the
is
fuel.
that is a bit annoying. Um,
And might I note, there's no AC in the back, and we're reaching temperatures of 110 degrees.
okay, what days do you not work then?
Saturday and Sunday. I'm still fine to play games
Saturday,
on Friday, but what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to stop going to the gym on Fridays and go to the gym on Saturdays instead. Because I still wake up early enough, and I don't have anything I'm doing on Saturdays till about 10:30 or 11, so I have plenty of time to go to the gym after I wake up on Saturdays.
I mean, you don't really have to change it like that because Goblin, thankfully, if we start doing this time on Sundays, if it works for the others, those are like 2:30 at Goblin's time, which would be 1:30 for you. That time, Goblin doesn't really have anything to do right now, and most of the time, Goblin will be completely free and available. Like, the main thing is, because as time is moving forward, Goblin will give you a heads up. Goblin is a college student, and so that means when it comes to August, because in midway August is when Goblin starts up college again, it's going to get a bit busy for Goblin. But Goblin also thankfully um, has free time during the weekends mainly. So really, like it's just mainly weekends is available, and Fridays Goblin has no classes at all. So Goblin's just going to be juggling that and so the only worry is making sure everyone can work with weekends. And so Goblin's not sure about the others is the main issue. But once we figure that out and we can just stick to a consistent time and Goblin communicates with Goblin's family, things should turn out fine. We may mess up a few times along the way, like this time around. But yeah, Goblin doesn't want to make you change your whole workout routine.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not too upset if I'm not too worried if like all of a sudden, oh how dare you do change your workout days. I'm not worried about it because I still do a lot of physical work on Fridays, to where it's like me doing a workout on Saturdays is just me getting additional time in. So
Mm.
I'm
Yeah,
perfectly fine with moving my fifth day to Saturday in the early morning after I wake up, because I usually wake up at about 5 a.m. on the weekends.
mm.
So I have plenty of time after I wake up to go to the gym, come home, get something to eat, take a shower, get my laundry going, and then make it for my thing at 10:30. So
All right.
I'm I'm perfectly fine doing the 1:30s on Fridays. I'll Because during the summertime, I'm just not going to be able to walk home or go to the gym after, because it is just too hot in the middle of the day.
Oof. That must have gotten to
Yeah.
you bad today. Fair enough. All right. But yeah, so Goblin was mainly wanting to focus on things a bit this session because there's going to be a lot revealed, especially when you guys ask uh, Thorin's wife about some things. There's going to be some plot points revealed during your travel that are
Yeah.
major. So that's why Goblin got a few things done for you. So Goblin Wind put in your new ability for you of what is it?
Wait, you did?
Yeah, you got you already have Furious Strike. It's the Indomitable Soul ability. That's your new special thing at level 2.
Where is Indomitable Soul? Beginning at 2nd level, you draw upon the power of your unwavering faith to steel yourself against enemies. Your personality, energy, and dedication to your faith make it possible for you to shrug off attacks that target your willpower. What does that do?
So that means your Wisdom. Goblin must have gotten to get all the details correct, but Goblin will double check.
Okay,
It should
I
be
see it now. You add your charisma bonus, if any, as your bonus on will save. It does not stack from a paladin's divine grace. It just wasn't on the actual sheet under it, so I will get that in real quick.
Yeah, so basically you get to add +2 charisma to your thing separately from your regular wisdom ability score, so that is pretty good because it makes it so your will save is better, which is good.
So should I add it to my temp mod?
Yeah, temporary or mystic modifier, because temporary means not gonna last. Mystic modifier is like other things like that because it's not magic either. So mystic is miscellaneous, which basically is things like your ability.
Okay, got it. So I now have a +2 to will save. Let's go.
And your HP is already adjusted for you, so you have.
Ooh, what's my 26? Let's go.
Well, that's because Goblin has you guys take max. Because you're gonna take a lot of hits. You may die still, even with such high hit points. Goblin's trying to intimidate you.
No! Fine, I'll make a will save. I'll make a will save to not be intimidated.
Jokes aside, the last thing. Oh no.
That's a 16!
You somewhat resist, you're so frightened!
Ah!
But anyway, so basically, Goblin also went and put in all your skill points. Now you should have, since you gained 7 per level at this point, because you got your times 4, you should have 35 total. And also double check like your original 28 that you started with. And also your max ranking now you can have in a skill is 5 because you're level 2 plus 3. So now you can make it like your balance has a rank bonus of 5, etc. So your skills increase every level, so they get insanely high. Like you can get to a max of plus 23 rank in one skill at level 20. Yeah.
I believe I inputted all of the skill points already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, crap.
Yeah, just double check and be patient with yourself. That's all Goblin's asking. And the rest of it should be done, because really the second level is just adding in new abilities, new spell slots, or anything like that's just new. Just add to your character sheet and increase your hit points and skills. And that's really it for level 2. It is probably the easiest level up to do. That's why Goblin has players start level 1, especially the new to 3.5. Because like when you get to 3rd level, that's where you have to be a bit more because as you gain a feat and a lot of new abilities that are usually powerful. And 3rd and 4th levels come into play.
So, okay, yeah. I do have my current 28 in, and what's the max I can have to a skill right now?
So the max rank you can have in a skill is 5. So it's 3 plus your class level total. Not just one class level, all your classes. So everything you have levels in, etc.
Got it. So I'll add another +1 to my balance because I kind of need that.
Yeah, just do the calculations and make sure you use all the new 7. So that's you have like 6 more after increasing your balance, etc. And then yeah.
I'm gonna put extra in diplomacy. I'm gonna do 2 more into diplomacy for a total of 5. So that brings me down to 4 skill points left. I like my diplomacy and my perform speech. So I will put another 2 in that for a total of 4. So that leaves me with 2 left. I will do I'll get better at my knowledge history.
Yep, knowledges can be pretty useful in this game to know stuff because it gives you lore.
Yes, that is all my skill points done.
Very good. And other than that, like hit points, skills, your new ability of Indomitable Spirit, and your stance. You get a new one stance to add.
Yeah, I get a new stance, so I get to either do let me look up Crusader.
Yeah. That's really it after that stance choice. So,
All right.
yeah. Yeah,
Here we go. Tome of Battle Tools. All maneuvers by level. So yeah, I have Devoted Spirit, Stone Dragon, and White Raven. So I think I'm gonna do Bolstering Voice.
bolstering voice. Okay, so can you clarify what that does for Goblin? Because Goblin hasn't messed with the Crusader or any of the maneuver classes that much, so Goblin would like to know.
Certainly. Bolstering Voice. Your Clarion Voice strengthens the will of your comrades. So long as you remain on the field of battle, your allies are strengthened against attacks and effects that seek to subvert their willpower. The discipline of the White Raven stresses that an army is effective only when its members are motivated to fight. That's all flavor. While you are in this stance, all allies within range who can hear you gain a +2 morale bonus on will saves or a +4 morale bonus on will saves against fear effects.
Ooh, that is useful in like horror stuff. So if Goblin does some horror stuff, that would be useful for you. Or anything that's meant to be psychically attacking you with fear. Yeah, okay. That's not too powerful, but still useful, yeah.
Also, the
Not
important
broken.
thing, note that you are your own ally.
Yep. So that terminology in rulings. So that means you also get an extra bonus of 4 whenever. So you have like a pretty good bonus for will saves with that ability activated for that stance. But yeah.
Yeah, it has a range of 60 feet.
Yep.
So, discipline is...
Goblin does not spell Alex popping in yet. Where are you? Goblin is helpless right now.
This is White Raven. Scripter.
Yeah. Goblin is live, by the way, just to clarify, so everyone's hearing our informational stuff of character insanity. That's really it, though.
I mean, hey, when you have someone who's really just trying out here to die, I mean...
Your character's here to die. Got it.
Essentially, yes. It requires
Content.
one swift act. Okay. Content! Yeah, that's what I love about this, is that's like, it's a character who wants to die, but at the same time, he just makes it really difficult for himself to die.
This will be very interesting to see how this plays out in the future. Oh boy.
It's still so much fun. Like, it's like, bro, why are you here? Because try as I might, I haven't been in a case where someone's been willing to kill me.
Yeah, the only concern is Goblin's having family over soon as well. Goblin's not sure how soon, probably be after dinner, and Goblin's dinner is in about... Goblin's gonna be skipping dinner for this session, it's fine. Goblin starved before for an entire day without eating.
You go and have dinner. I mean, I'm
Goblin,
assuming it's like it's 4:30 now. Like, it's 4:26 here. And
it's 5:30 for Goblin, so Goblin's only an hour ahead of you, really. And Goblin has worked with worse situations before. Goblin has generally eaten like not all in one day and felt fine. It's a weird talent in Goblin's family where basically we could not eat at all and our bellies will not bother us. It's like, so Goblin will live. It's just like, Goblin just wants to get the session rolling because Goblin's excited for the huge plot reveal. And Goblin's been waiting here for a while. And Goblin has no ill towards you. Goblin's emphasizing this. It's Goblin's poor communication that caused this issue. That is it.
No, it's mostly me, because like I'm the one who's like, oh, we should have our sessions later, but I'm still not going to make it to the time when the session's being held later. But yeah, I think this was just a miscommunication on my part that caused the thing to happen too late. So I guess the reason why today's session has fallen apart is on me.
Well, I mean, even like the other two have not been responding until like sorry. Sorry, and it's just like, what? Yeah, we're gonna play. Sorry, and they still like Alex has still haven't shown up, and it seems like Skeletor just not showing up either right now. Like Goblin's just confused on what's going on with their end because Goblin knows that life happens. It's just like communication is key to make sure everyone understands that
Yeah.
everyone's on the same page and we can stay consistently playing. Because Goblin knows that if communication doesn't happen and people talk, parties fall apart.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was gonna say, like, at this point, do we just want to wait until next week for 1:30 at the proper time instead of me stalling the session way too late?
Well, it wasn't even you stalling. The other two didn't show up until like at all yet. They never even showed up. So Goblin doesn't know what's going on. So Goblin's gonna ask really quick. We are ready if you are. Yeah, even though he's been on and seen like Goblin's been trying to message him, he's just like,
It says they're on mobile, so they're not on their computer to play.
no, they were on
It
their
was
computer before. It's just Goblin doesn't know what's going on, but things happen. But then Goblin's gonna try for a little bit more, like until like 6, but if nothing happens all the way up until 6 p.m., then yeah, we'll just continue next week.
I think
Oh, they misunderstood as well. Oh. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. Communication. Oh my God. This is the way. Oh my gosh, it's bad communication again. No, it's just funny to me, Goblin now. It's just funny to Goblin now. Communication is the name of the session now. All we do is try and communicate. Yay! It's so funny how bad it went. Sorry, Goblin's just laughing now. Goblin
yeah.
is laughing.
Oh wait, yeah, they thought it was canceled.
Oh, this is quality content. That is a story to laugh about forever. Goblin's just laughing it off because it's better just to laugh and enjoy the hysterical miscommunication, really. Just laugh about it. This is just hilarious how everything went off the rails. Just everything did. Everything went off the rails. Oh,
I
cool.
honestly thought session was gonna be canceled, so I had a friend message. He was like, "Hey, want to play some Helldivers 2?" And I'm like, "All right, sounds cool. I'll be." I don't think I have a session.
Oh, you. Okay,
And
Goblin wants to
then
join you for that Helldivers if you're alright. That Goblin also has a game too. It's fun, but after Goblin's dinner and stuff, of course.
yeah,
But
it wasn't. It was going to be on one of my friends' streams because it's their birthday today.
oh, wish him happy birthday from the annoying Goblin DM.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up their stream real quick. My happy birthday.
Sorry if Goblin's laughing too much. Goblin's just finding this whole situation so funny of how everything went off the rails. Oh, this is such a wonderful day, actually. This Goblin's now just smiling of how comedically the English language just causes everything to crumble without context. Goblins just wait, what? So now they have a new pet because the snake is refusing to eat anything. That's interesting. Uh, Banana Ball Python. Ooh.
Hmm.
Goblin, we'll look that up. Alright. So while we are waiting here, Great Dungeon, the ally of this wonderful party that has been amazing to Goblin thus far with Goblin's Insanity.
Ah!
Would you like to begin choosing your role during the travel phase of the party?
Uh, hmm. Hmm. For traveling.
So will give you a rundown for what they do. So there is the cook for food handlings and the sort.
Nope, I will
Basically,
poison someone.
yeah, basically anything cooking or survival or chef role, if you have any of those type of thing skills, like if you have the craft cook or being a chef as a profession, anything like that, or the survival, you would use that for cooking. But since you do not want to do that or food stuff, you can be the guide, which basically you use survival to basically navigate. And if you have navigation tools as a proficiency or something like that, you get to add a bonus to that check extrally to try and navigate and guide your party to their destination correctly.
We have a scout for that.
There's the scout. well,
We have the scout who's going to do both then.
well, no, you only can do one or the other. So the scout role, they basically use stealth, hide and move silent, or basically hide, move silently, spot, and listen. They use a lot of skills at once to basically scout ahead and alert you guys of any dangers, important details, or anything they see that is noteworthy to you guys. If they roll well, that is. To make sure there's no danger ahead or surprise bandit jumping. Then the last roll, the camp handler. Everything here is survival, by the way, basically, other than the scout will basically have to roll survival to set up the camp and find a place for people everyone to sleep. Goal needs to find better skills actually than just survival for some of it. Goal needs to read over to make sure Goblin understands it correctly. Actually, let Goblin look at schools.
Wow, I don't have anything for this.
Well, actually, Goblin will make exceptions. If you want to have do food stuff, you can do animal handling to handle getting animals together for food, but you don't have animal handle either. Hmm. Uh, oh boy, Goblin's getting worried now. Hmm.
I don't have anything for the travel phase.
Yeah. Hmm. Mm. Goblin's thinking here. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, wait, if you had knowledge geography as well, you could have rolled for the guide. But you don't. Dang nabbit. Hmm. Okay, Goblin's gonna have to get a bit creative here. Okay. Goblin's gonna do insane logical leaping here to help you out. Like I say, you feel like you're useful during this type of phase. You can use the skills concentration and diplomacy to concentrate on memory of things that people tell you by using diplomatic means to get travel information to travel to your destination correctly and concentrate on memory of the detailing that people tell you to be a guide. Does this sound good?
I guess I can use. I would love to use diplomacy. Like, hey, mind showing us the way?
Well, no, you basically diplomacy too, because not everyone will have time to really take you there completely, and you would have to pay them. You can just do diplomacy to ask for directions and stuff like that, and concentration to concentrate on remembering the details, because there'll probably be a lot of details for longer trips, etc. And hello, Alex. Is that why if Goblin calls you that? Because Goblin keeps messing up your name so much. Dungeon, are you hearing our friend above
Yeah.
Goblin?
Oh wait.
Okay, hello.
There we go.
Ah, yeah. Goblin just wants to
Sorry.
clarify, is alright if Goblin calls you Alex for short, if that's alright?
Yeah, that's fine. Scale's still doing stuff, so he'll be taking a sec.
That's fine. Goblin's just sorting out things with Dungeon for the travel stuff and stuff like that.
Oh, I still need help with the levelly thingy.
Okay, so leveling up, why is Goblin when did some things? Because, like, Goblin wanted to get the session going. So Goblin
Yeah.
did your HP for you. Goblin did your level 2 stuff mostly except skills. You have to do that
Yeah,
one
and you said
yourself.
I get what skills? The fucking oh, I cursed. I guess it's just
-4 you have
-4 for
now.
me.
Yep, -4. But you
Sorry,
now
I am so tired and I didn't remember.
it's fine. It's fine. But
Okay,
28 skills you have points you have used so far should have. And now you should have
no,
39.
I meant like last session at the end, you said I could get certain skills as like a bonus.
Yeah, you have them now. Goblin already went and marked them for you.
Oh, okay. Thank
So you
you,
can-
because I forgot.
Yeah, so Goblin went and marked them off, both nobility and religion, because it makes sense for your character. But means more skill point locations you can place, but also a bit wonky for you where you can put them. Now, Goblin wants to clarify it. Other than
Yeah.
skill points, means Goblin did spell slots for you, and since you just put all the spells in, you just know you have extra spell slots. And since you guys, Goblin will say you get a long rest during your travel, you'll have all your spell slots back, and you can choose which ones of 3 spells for level 1 you can have prepared, and 4 level 1 spells.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Why does that keep happening?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know why
Goblins. So Goblin's actually gonna fix that because you can just re-put it in permanently. It should fix itself because it,
Okay.
for some reason, it's a whole weird thing. We just have to still write it in on your own to get it to work.
Oh, also, we did the long rest, right? So I get my spells back, right?
Yep, but you also now have 4 level 1 zeros you can have a pair and 3 level 1s to pair because you got more spell slots when you leveled up.
Alright, thank you.
And you already put in all your features you get apparently, or a lot of them. You didn't put Wild Shape in yet, but you now are able to use your ability Woodland Strive, which is very good for you travel-wise. Guys.
Okay.
But yeah. So Goblin's gonna go over the traveling stuff with you as you fill in your skill points to let you choose what role you guys each want to do. Goblin believes Leo is going to be guide because that's the best one that Goblin can think that Goblin can make some logical reasoning to make it so he can actually be helpful.
Yeah.
But the other ones, and Goblin believe any of them would work for you other than Scout probably. So the Scout will be basically rolling hide, move silent, spot, and listen to basically scout ahead, see if there's any dangers ahead for you guys. The guide is basically guiding you to your destination. The cook is basically the one who handles food. So any cook skills you have, craft or survival, you can use all of that for handling food to make sure you all fed. And then the last one is basically setting up tents and setting up the tents for the night, which is survival as well, just to set up tents, find a location where y'all can sleep, and setting up tents. Which woodwork, Goblin would say you can roll woodwork to handle setting up some of the tents a little bit. Goblin would say because some of them would have wooden handles and stuff like that, so you know how to be careful of them. That would make fun sense. Yeah. But mainly survival and to find a location to set up camp, and then woodwork and stuff to allow you to set up tents and sleep. If you want to do that one. Do you want to do cook or woodworker? Because Goblin's guessing the scout one will go to our local scout.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think... See, cook sounds fun, but I also get, like, I have the job in woodwork, so I don't know if that makes me more proficient in the thing.
Well, it makes so you can work with wooden stakes better to when you plant up inside the tents, so you know how to handle wood material very well. Which means you can make sure that they don't break, which makes it so you have a better chance of doing well with your survival stuff, with rolling it to aid in your setting up of tents for sleeping. But if you want to be cook and handle food, you can just roll survival and do that, and not have to worry about setting up tents.
I think I'll just do that.
Very good then, and Goblin will have the tent stuff and sleep stuff be handled by the local NPC ally. So Goblin will roll for her. Now, so everyone, just feel free to roll the skills that Goblin told you about, and roll them for your survival. Oh wait!
I'm rolling diplomacy, right?
So you roll diplomacy and concentration. You need to roll both of them.
Okay, this is fine.
Roll
my diplomacy first.
You want that?
11.
She'll be actually that makes sense. Actually.
Wow, I rolled an 11 and a 12.
Alright. Goblin's not gonna say anything until Goblin gets all the results from everyone.
I'm done with my skills. I'm just gonna do my spell slots and then I'll do it.
Alright. So Goblin
So
got the roll for
one, right?
Yeah, you got 3 level 1s.
Okay.
So Goblin's gonna let you guys know what Goblin rolled for your ally. Your ally rolled this for her skill. Now, should Goblin roll for Skeledirge since Skeledirge is away a bit and Goblin doesn't want to disrupt him just to get him to roll his scout stuff?
Skell. Yeah. Do you want him to roll the stuff for you so that you don't have to worry about it? We're rolling for the travel stuff. Yeah. You're gonna be the scout because it makes sense because you're scout.
Oh shit. Wait, I'm not level 2 yet.
I think he updated your stuff. He did it for me too.
Oh, okay.
Other than skills. Skills is the one thing you have left to do.
You just have to do your skills. And I think also your spell slots.
Scouts don't get spell slots.
I forgot. I was like, oh wait, never mind. You don't have spells.
Not everyone has magic, and still, some people are terrifying without magic. Could say that.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm almost there.
Oh, so do you want him to roll for you, or do you want to just do it yourself? Skill studies is going to do it himself. He'll be there in a sec.
Alright. Goblin does want to say that Goblin is... Skeledirge does have 11 skill points to put into wherever he wants of his skills, and so Just 11, because like it's basically after the first level, just add whatever intelligence bonus plus your class bonus plus background bonus together. That's the total number of skill points you get per level at that point, which is basically 11 for skeleton character Percival. So that means 11 skill points at every level from this point on until he gets an increase in intelligence.
A question.
Yes.
What thing do I have to roll again?
So for you for cooking, you roll survival.
Okay. Where is that?
Very bottom in the S. It's below spot.
Okay.
Yeah. So skeleton, for
Yes.
your skill, you roll for scout as a roll. You roll hide, move silently, listen, and spot.
Okay. Hide, move silently, listen, and spot.
Got an 8.
Well, remember you have that -4, so that's a 4.
Gee.
Yeah, that is.
Welp.
Oh wait, Goblin's gonna. Okay, so Goblin is gonna try something here, Percival.
Yeah.
So Goblin wants to. Goblin's gonna roll your move silently, but that's because Goblin needs to check something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then if Goblin does this. Ah, so that's how it is. So okay. So you know how Goblin's skill check stuff when you guys see it and some of you don't? Like how you guys only see Percival's skill once, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the move
Yeah.
silently.
Goblin rolled it twice actually. That's because Goblin finally figured out how to turn that on and off to make it so Goblin only sees it or everyone can see it. So the way it works here, you see the notes, and then past that is like the skill name, like Martial Lore or Move Silent, and phosphase for that. Beyond that, before the dice button, is the yes or no thing. That yes or no
Okay.
slide thing tells it whether or not it should be whispered to the DM or not.
Mhm.
So basically, if it's no, that means it will not be whispered to the DM, and Goblin and everyone else will see it. But if it's yes, it would only be whispered to the DM, which is Goblin.
I see.
So
Okay.
if there's times when you guys don't want the others to know your role, you can alter it to yes. If you want everyone to see it, you can alter it to no. That's to help you guys understand that, and Goblin to finally, I'll never cared about it before. Alright, so you rolled your hide, that's good.
Listen, there's the last one. Where is it?
I think
There we go.
So you rolled hide, move silently, listen, and spot.
Oh, spot.
at the bottom.
What that was a? Did you actually roll yourself to the Goblin? Goblin didn't see you rolling your own move silently.
Oh, that
Uh,
one is marked as yes. Dang it.
No, you're fine. Goblin will tell everyone. You don't have to. Like, you can leave it on or yes or no whenever you want for certain scales or certain points. But Tunstable got 18 spot, so 18 spot, 15 listen, 21 hide. And move silently is the last one you need to roll. And then Goblin will tell you guys the results of your traveling.
alright. We're gonna starve right out of 4.
Okay, there we go.
Dang!
That's very good, very good. Alright then. With that roll, let's start off with the guide. Mr. Dungeon. Leo does his best to memorize the loot that he was told as you guys travel along to the destination of the Royal Ball, which is the king's capital town, of course, in his castle. And as you guys make your way along, you lose a little bit of tone of Albuquerque and somehow end up at Amsterdam.
Oh wow.
But then you quickly make your way back, and you only lose about 2 hours of travel. You manage to make it there pretty okay, but now it's only like, by the time you get there, a few hours, like 8 hours before the Royal Ball, to plan out stuff.
Hmm.
Now, for our local food.
Crying.
He somehow messed up really bad, like there was some sort of curse on him that made it so he added some poisonous berries by accident by mixing them up
No.
with some raspberries instead. And so you guys do get very tummy sicky and throw up a bit from the food. Which, by the way, Felon does seem like she has some questionable looks she was giving you as you were cooking.
Wait.
The little pixie. But she, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm not a paladin. I'm a crusader. My question: can I make a fortitude save to kind of hold my stomach? I'm a soldier. I've had worse.
Roll fortitude save, yeah. Goblin already has a DC in mind.
That's a
Yeah.
22.
You just stubbornly go.
This is amazing food. Thank you.
Cry.
And I'm sitting here wishing you would have said, like, I'm wishing I would have seen it.
Yeah, so
Ignore the coughing. I'm fine.
yeah. Anyway, the food stuff was not good, and so you guys will, because of how bad it was still, even with the good fortitude, and you resisted throwing up unlike everyone else, do take -2 hit points for the session, so you lost some health with how bad it was, and you have a level of fatigue because of the food.
Do I as well?
Yes. Your resilience does not resist you to fatigue of holding it, in fact you made it worse by holding out.
Wait, is it just him that loses hit points?
No, we all do.
You all do, but he
Oh.
has it worse fatigue because he gets 2 stages for trying to resist throwing up.
Oh come on!
It's,
It's so. I've had worse. Why am I not able to resist bad food if I've had worse?
it's
than this?
poisonous berries!
And
The military
And
never made that
generally-
big of a mistake!
I have a question.
hashtag bad DM. Anyway, yeah. 2 stages of fatigue and we lose 2 max HP or just
Oh, wait,
2
we do?
HP temporarily, so it's 2 hit points temporarily. You'll get them back when you've last. Now,
Wait,
yes.
how do I do the
Okay.
temporary
Alex.
thing again?
So basically, like, go up to your character sheet. So you see how you have current hit points, max hit points, non-lethal damage, and temporary hit points? So don't
Yeah.
alter the temporary hit points thing, because that's, like, something else. So current hit points is what you minus, and make it like, so, like, Tussible is now at 16 hit points instead of 18.
Ah. Okay.
And that's it, but you will probably heal them both up as you guys get a long rest, so they're back anyway. It's pointless damage.
But
Um,
now I have 2 levels of fatigue. I gotta find where the fatigue.
But you
goes.
guys do have fatigue. But
Yeah,
You
where do I
guys-
put the fatigue?
so fatigue, basically you just mark yourself with fatigue in a place you feel comfortable with. It's a temporary stats effect. That's so you could put in notes like fatigue for 24 hours, etc. Unless you, or until you get a long rest. So basically until you get a long rest or 24 hours, you will have fatigue.
Wait, so where's notes? Huh? I'm confused. Oh wait, I found it.
You-
Never mind.
Yeah, you
stupid.
can just add a note that basically you have fatigue. and basically just remember. So fatigue basically adds -1 to your attacks to hit, -1 to your AC, and -1 to all your saving throws.
But I have 2.
So that means it's
So-
-2 for you. Yes.
Oh, it -1 for what? Sorry, I'm gonna put it down so I don't forget.
So with fatigue, you get -1 to your AC, you get -1 to your base attack bonus, and -1 to all your saving throws. That means will, fortitude, and dodge, because you are like physically exhausted, like how Leo is right now, or Dungeon is in real life. He is fatigued right now, so he is a bit exhausted.
Man. Actually bringing my real self to this.
I'll just use it as reference. Gosh, they know it.
And then, so I don't have to do anything else, right?
Yeah, just note down that you have fatigue until Goblin tells you you
How
don't
long?
anymore. Because it's either 24 hours or a long rest. So once you guys have a long rest, and then guess what Goblin's trying to tell you?
We're
Okay.
about to have a long rest.
Because your local fairy did a good enough job to make it so you guys can properly sleep. So you guys all have only none except except Leo, because he tried to hold in throwing up like it's against a natural thing to do, harming himself very in the end.
Maybe he was just trying to be nice to Thorin.
He was trying to
Hey,
be
I'm not
nice
gonna
to
throw out your
Thorin.
food.
He's like, hey,
This is great. I love it.
I've had worse things in the military. You know what? I'm gonna fight this through for my friend. All right,
Like, what
get
do you
punished
mean
for being
poison?
nice to
Poison
someone.
is amazing. I
Didn't
love
mean-
eating
Goblin
poison.
doesn't mean ill with it. Goblin generally didn't mean ill with it. It's just Goblin has like experience what's like trying to resist throwing up, and it only makes it worse. So doing that, Goblin did a logical thing in Goblin's mind.
I
Yeah,
see.
that makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Goblin gets out. Goblin's just playing along and pointing out the issue with your behavior. Wah. Anyway,
So wait, since I wasn't here, like in the very beginning, what happened to Thorin's wife?
oh, right. So you're asking her the question. Right now, you're asking her the question of why she's a succubus, Goblin's guessing? Because she is traveling with you, by the way.
Oh, she is. Okay, that's what I was.
She wants to
like,
stick by your side and is not leaving you, by the way.
No, he was mostly confused as if she was still here or if she had been taken back. That's what we.
Ah. Yeah.
But
Thorn's
no,
wife
she's
is still here.
Oh my god! Wait, we can ask her the question while we're traveling and get the big lore dump.
Are you guys gonna ask her?
Yes, I'll ask.
She sighs and is like, "You are my husband right now. The Grand Lich is not gonna come after us, especially with the royal ball that you guys are heading to." Okay. He's the one who turned me into a succubus. He took me from the afterlife and turned me into this for his plans. She starts shaking like she's terrified, and also like she's been through bull crap. She looks at you with sad eyes for and like like she's begging you not to think any less of her. That monster. I'm not the only victim of his plan. All three of the things that you've heard rumors of which one is his phylactery, all of them have a role in his plan. And it's insane. What he has done to what allows half-breed races and procreation between like mimics and humans, etc. You know about that. He is using it forcefully to make an army. He is using females like myself against our will to make his army of soulless husks that he rapidly ages up, of all sorts of mix of half-breeded people. Trolls mixed with giants, and orcs. He is trying to make the ultimate race by mixing every positive trait of every single race possible to make the ultimate race, the ultimate weapon, as he drains out their souls and tosses them into his well to power up his dark magic, so that he can use their husks then as his puppets for his army. He has forced children onto so many, like myself, with a machine that he has stolen from an artificer. Thankfully, he never touched me in that way, but he used the machine instead, because it was ill-efficient to do the other thing in his mind. I have been forced to have so many children turned into husks for his army. It is huge. It is beneath his well. There's a staircase hidden. An army. Tens of thousands of mixed, hideous things that he forcefully fuses together. It's horrific. He's not planning to let it be his phylactery because he needs it to be for his army. Even after he perishes, he plans to unleash that army even in death. A second time, technically, for him. He forced me to be a succubus because he needed a succubus drow half-breed to make his army. As he starts breaking down, crying.
Wait. I need clarification.
Yeah?
Are you telling me that the I don't know how to say that word. The
Grand Lich.
He forced her to have children with him?
Forced it with a machine, so he never had sex with her? No, he did not. He
No, I'm not saying that, but like I know
he forced to have children, yeah, no. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I get okay. I had a physical reaction to that just because I know Thor would be really mad. So then I had a physical reaction, and I was like, "Huh?"
Did Gowan do something way too uncomfortable in our bounds? If Gowan made things uncomfortable,
No. It's more of a how dare you?
Fair enough. Okay. How's everyone else feeling about that huge dump of information? Patient.
Wow.
So Skeleton just said wow.
Yeah. He's just like, wow.
Yeah, like that would not be Tercival. He'd be a little bit more compassionate-ish as best as he could be. But for me personally, I'm just like, wow, that's intense.
Yeah. Basically, she's not the only victim. There's like hundreds of females being forced to make this perfect army of racial being meshed together. And like he's trying to make the perfect race by adding every single positive thing from every race, trait-wise, into one being.
Yeah, no, Thorin would just be like mauling, not at her. He's like totally sad that he thinks that he would think of her any differently, but like he's just like he's like so pissed at the Lich right now. Like bro is mauling.
Thorin, my buddy, my pal, my old chum, out of character, coke seed and mauled. I mention out of character because while I say that in good humor, I know in character it's fucked and Leo is completely respectable. I will happily take a -1 to my stuff. Because
Okay.
I will speak my mind on that. That is messed up.
Yeah.
I will happily say such
like-
a thing. I will say it again.
It's okay.
Go-
it's
go
like
to
the
the
same
night.
thing.
It is a messed up, sick thing what the Grand Lich is doing. Goblin's just using this to clarify that basically that means even the time tree, the magical thing, like one of them is the phylactery, and that means this removes a key point to you guys. It can't be the source of, that lets procreation between races that normally can't, like mimics, etc., with humans. That can't be it. Because if he needs that for his army, why would he make that his phylactery? So that means it's one of the other two, the time tree or the source of all magic.
Yeah, so that wait,
Yeah.
okay.
No problem. I'm
scared. Wait, how am I alive again? Because you said that there's something keeping me alive, or is there someone keeping me alive?
Goblin will not spoil, but Goblin will say
No,
it was
I'm not
not.
spoil. You said no. I'm just asking for the because I forgot the wording she used when I talked to.
Oh, right,
Um,
right.
'Cause she
Goblin's
said
trying to remember.
I don't know if she said someone is keeping me alive or something is keeping me alive.
Something was something. So that means something's keeping you alive.
Oh, great. So I hope that it's not the thing he's using, or else I'm dead.
Yeah. Because if you guys destroy it, blah, you're dead.
R.I.P.
And if it's. Yeah. So basically, yeah.
I don't know if should I like because I didn't tell them that part. Should I like tell them that part now? I feel like that's a good part to tell them.
Yeah, you should probably tell them, yeah, if you want to right now, if
Yeah,
it makes sense in the scene.
Okay. I'll tell them.
Which, by the way, this is during the camping moment, like during late night after camp setup.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just like dump that on that. You know, it's like okay, we're trauma dumping. Hey, I'm only alive because of a random thing, and it might be the thing that he's using.
Your wife hugs you. And balls her eyes.
She rolls her eyes. What do you mean?
Balls her eyes. Balls, like crying.
balls.
Oh, okay. I thought she rolled her eyes. I was like, what do you mean? What did I do?
No, balls.
Crying! Like she's crying.
I understand.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah. But like the thing is, it's just like Thorn was already pissed off because like, how dare you like revive my wife and then keep her as a prisoner? And then he's like, how dare you revive my wife and then do all of that and keep her as a prisoner? What?
You have to realize it's not just you. It's basically like every female possible and the mixes of half-breed like females
Yeah.
to make the perfect weapon of race.
Yeah, I know that. Thorn is probably bro is molding so much that he isn't thinking about that he's not the only person.
Oh yeah, like there's so many women traumatized. Which, by the way, the pixie doesn't look surprised.
Oh, that's not great.
It's female
so small,
pixie,
though.
so
It's so small, but what? I
yeah.
want to cry.
I mean, the desirable trait from pixies is its flying speed, but it's for small creatures, so I'm not sure what the.
Magic they also have. They have powerful magic.
I was about to say, it's more than likely their connection to magic.
Yep. Because there's some other races with fantastic flying speed that's far better than the pixie, actually. And in fact, there's the pixie even whispers. There are even some dragonborn girls.
What?
There are even some girl born girls.
No, I heard you. I was just like, what?
Which, by the way, Leo, your character-wise lore as a... Or no, you're not Dragonborn. Actually, never mind. She's, like, lore-wise, Goblin wants to clarify, anyone here that knows a little bit about Dragonborn, which Goblin would say, actually, Skeledirge, as a Kelowren would, because you're both very unique races. Races like yourselves, as Killen or Dragonborn, you guys can't normally even reproduce, even with the help of the reproduction thing, because some of you are made magically, or some of you can be like from eggs, because like the Dragonborn are actually original races like humans, and then they turn themselves into a Dragonborn by going into an egg, and then they hatch. And so, you know for a fact that's weird that, wait a minute, why is he using Dragonborn? Because those guys cannot normally have kids that are Dragonborn race. They have to be transformed by egg transformation.
Oh. I'll mention that, actually.
What do you guys do with this information?
I think Thorin just molds more.
Molds more, like he's doing, but the more and more you hear, the more and more sick you get. Like, what is he doing?
No,
These-
so what I mean by him molding, it's you can see that he looks pissed off, but it's more of a like internal thing. It's not like he's yelling or anything, because he's externally he's very monotone, but internally he's like cursing and screaming. So
Basically,
you'll
he's
just see,
saying
like,
every swear
scornful
word
face
possible and wanting to take the head of the Grand Lich and shove it into a volcano.
Yeah, but that's only happening inside his head. No one can like hear him saying any of that. Externally, everyone just sees him very like cold and stone faced.
Alright. Well, are you guys wanting to continue to travel and get to your destination, then handle things from there? Yeah, and basically the only one with negatives is poor Leo.
I need.
Do we have to do
I'm
the long
sleep-
rest first?
What's up, Leo? I mean, Dungeon?
I need another rest.
So you got okay. So Goblin's saying Goblin will allow you to get a short rest. Oh wait, no, because by the time you get there, it's gonna be 8 hours before the ball. So that means you're wanting to rest the entire time as you guys try to make a plan to deal with the royal ball.
Listen, I already know my plan in the ball is to just pretend I'm one of the gods of the noble. I already have my thing lined up.
I think I already know my plan as well. Since I'm the only one with noble clothes on right now. I fit in way better.
Can we please stop? Just stop.
I cannot hear you at all.
He's Dungeon's acting like he's very sick and coughing from the fatigue.
I know. I just meant like I can't understand it when he talks like that.
I'm putting on the Leo voice, but I'm also putting on like he is fighting back every moment to vomit in the helmet. Because if he does, he's vomiting in a helmet. He is.
Oh no!
He is in so
Ew.
much trouble.
Ew.
He is like
Oh,
he
boy.
is fighting back everything at this point.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Like,
So Goblin will allow you to full rest for the 8 hours then, and then the royal ball will happen for you, and you can go in and all that. Now
I
the
just
only
thought
two
about,
that
like,
the only ones that are an issue, Felicia's like, I can hide and just be up on the roof and watch over things from above.
Who Falia?
The little pixie Felia, yeah.
Yeah, Falia.
Yeah.
Leo's like giving like a few final coughs, just like thank you.
Before he faints asleep or something.
Before he cannot hold himself up anymore. So like, no, he has to take off his armor because if he sleeps with his armor, he gets another stack of fatigue.
Yeah. So
Do I have to make a fortitude check to stay up long enough to take off my armor?
sure, go
Or
ahead.
is it? All right.
That-
Please don't
yeah.
let me keep a stack of fatigue on this mission. I'm not excited.
I don't know.
You managed to stay awake
20.
long enough to basically go somewhere, take off your armor, and sleep.
He goes to the nearest room that's willing to pay. He drops 3 gold pieces for the room, slams the door, takes off the armor, locks the door, takes off his helmet. In bed, he is out.
Very good. Now then,
He knows he more than likely overpaid for the room, but he's just like, listen, I need a bed. Give me a bed.
Now.
so with that, Godwin's going to clarify. Now we only have the issue because Alex always is fine. It's the only Skeledirge and your wife that's the problem because she's a drow with succubus wings and horns. You seriously think they're going to let her in?
Yeah. You said that she can change her appearance, right?
Yes, and you ask her to, and she's like, "Any form you wish, dear, and I'll be by your side."
Alright. So I'll ask her to like change into a high elf that has no wings. Like her succubus traits should be gone and stuff.
She
Just so
basically
it's-
removes her drow features alongside all the wings and demon stuff. And when she's fully changed, she leaves basically only her hair color left and her eye color. Everything else looks like a noble high elf. But she makes us sure she looks a beauty to you and is like, this reminds me of the time we went and snuck into your family's ball, and I had to use some little disguises to dance with you.
Okay, so what do we do about Skull? Because you're like a silly flower thing.
Yeah, I will admit that I stick out.
Because
You could do a
trying to-
disguise check and ask like some nobles around to make a disguise eyes for you. You can ask them around for any ideas because there are people willing to help you with this, especially since everyone knows the Grand Lich is there, and since you guys have probably showed up and you're here for the thing, when you showed you're the adventurers for the stealth mission, they are willing to provide aid to you guys.
We could try to ask around.
I have another question.
Sure.
Because
Sorry.
Oh.
It's really quick. It's just a question. Can I like spend like 75 GPs to give her noble clothes so that it doesn't look that weird that she's next to me?
When she used the transformation stuff, she already had like a magical noble clothes, so she looks exactly like a noble.
Okay. Thank you.
Because I'm guessing the issue is just getting into the ball. The Grand Lich basically knows we're coming.
Yep.
Although
We're mostly
the-
like disguising ourselves from other people so that they don't stop us, because it's like the people in there need to recognize us as one of them, basically.
Goblin will say you can do gather information to see who's willing to help you get a disguise. Skeledirge for your character,
Okay.
Tessable. Yeah, Goblin's getting a name handled down.
Isn't like the biggest issue just your feature?
Oh, that's rough.
Can I do a check?
You
See
may
if I
do
can-
a gather information, and Felicia will also do gather information as she's trying to help you guys. And she's been very kind, etc., trying to do what she can and what you guys want to. She offers to help find information. Like, oh,
that's
guess you
even
did terrible.
I got a 3.
Oh, you gotta be kidding, Goblin. You know what? Goblin is ignore that one. Let's go.
And what if we're
Okay.
not kidding the goblin? Huh?
Joke aside, so Felicia, as you guys are struggling to find out information, first of all, you do overhear some information of like a family speaking about, and like you hear an interesting girl, and she doesn't sound like she fits in the nobility class. She's like, I am grateful for those adventurers who saved me from that cursed spell from that Grand Lich. Yes, indeed, dear. If it wasn't for them, you probably what he planned for you. And you hear a kiss on the cheek. He from him to her, and she's like, "Can't get rid of me, Prince boy." Wait, no, a noble boy. Sorry, got one mixed up something here for a second. Apologies. And she's like, "I wouldn't trade you for any other witch, my dear." A witch. Hmm.
Oh.
And then Felicia, though, she nat 20, by the way, and she's like, "Hey, I did find a noble family that's willing to give like a full set of like fake full plate armor they specially made. They like making costumes for parties and stuff like that, and they know that the Grand Lich is here, and they want him gone, so they're willing to help." She points out a noble family that, yeah, wants
I have
that.
another question regarding what you just said.
Sure.
Would they be able to tell if it's fake?
Well, you can go and
People
take a look
that-
at it for yourself.
Because, like, if they can tell if it's fake, I can just buy the noble outfit for Drizzle.
That won't disguise my plantiness, though.
True, but it just
And then
sounds like they're giving you an outfit.
Well, no, full plate armor, like what Leo's picture is.
Like a fake full plate armor, and you can go and check and see if it looks good, how good it looks, and compare it.
Alright.
Yes, let's do that.
So you go to the family and ask them.
Yes.
They nod their heads and it's like, "That Grand Lich caused us some trouble before, or specifically nearly getting my son killed. And his girlfriend apparently I never knew about. Well, we tend to do magical stuff, but we also like to act on the side. And if you can deal with his Grand Lich, it's in some way, make it so you find out any information you can from him, or anything in general, that'd be greatly appreciated." And they show you the costume, and it looks like a perfect replica of like some of the noble armors around here. Yeah, that's like, it doesn't even look like it's fake metal, but when you tap on it, you can tell like it's fake, but it's so realistic that's like a perfect replica.
Wow. What is it made out of?
Oh, a special paint that was found and created here by a neighboring kingdom a whiles away. But they managed to take such convincing paint that could be put on. What's this made of, dear? A special light wood called redwood, dear. And it is very light in material. That looks like light armor. But also actually can take a little bit of a blow or two. And makes a perfect replica that makes it look like full plate. Thanks to the paint. No one can tell the difference.
It's really impressive.
Yeah, so Goblin will tell you, it basically has the stats of studded leather armor,
Okay.
but basically it looks like completely perfectly full plate, and no -1, so basic to ability scores. So when you're wearing it, you basically would place your armor set with that fake paint armor, and basically have studded leather, but no -1 to like skill checks and all that. No -1, because studded leather usually has a -1 while wearing it. And
Okay.
this one does not. So basically you can perfectly swim in it fine. Fine.
Ooh. Then, yes, if I would be able to borrow this.
Yeah, yes. Do return it, and please do avoid fighting in it, because the Grand Lich, even if you somehow, for some reason, get to fight with him, most people would be caught in the crossfire, and two, you can't even kill him anyway. You need to destroy his philately, that's the only way to kill him. So just making it so you can disguise is good enough. So basically, when you guys roll to put on this armor and roll a disguise check to make it look good on him as you put it on, roll with advantage and +5 bonus.
Okay.
Because it is that goodly designed. What?
You know what I just realized?
What?
It kind of looks like they're like okay, since I'm the only one who's like showing my face, I mean, I guess my wife is also showing her face. So since we're the only
Oh.
two showing our face, and like we both have noble clothes, it just looks like we have two bodyguards.
Yep. One for each of you. Yeah. Now roll again. Percival can roll again. Okay, so you get the 20 plus an extra 5 to it. So that means you got 25 skill, unless you add the bonus before you rolled, but you probably didn't. Yeah, so now you have a 25 on your disguise. That's very good.
Okay.
Now, Goblin's not sure how much time we have left. Dungeon, how much time do we have left before you have to go?
2 hours.
Then we can start the royal ball, because all of you are set up, planned out. Oh, what about the fox and the mule? Where you guys put them?
Cries. I guess she won't. Wait, can I like put her in my bag?
Yes, because often even nobles carry nice fancy backpacks, although yours doesn't look as fancy as theirs because it's an adventuring backpack, but
Yeah.
Goblin will allow it.
For the mule, for oh yeah, Basil. That's gonna go. Is there like an inn or something like nearby that I could just?
There's an inn that's willing to hold adventuring pets and all that, alongside the rental horse you guys have as well, because Goblin's reminding you of that, and you guys
Yeah.
can go, and boom, Goblin's moving you all to the map now, because Goblin's excited for this quest, because oh boy, there's going to be such fun.
Questions for like the other people who are playing, kind of like it's more of like a plan idea.
Oh wait, wrong area, Goblin's tired.
It's okay, don't worry. But I have a question
Goblin's
for
got much back at the
Skull
end.
and Dungeon.
Nope, that's King's Castle. Where is it? The Royal Ball is over here. Yeah, so there's some similar named quests sometimes, so go and mix them up.
Dungeon.
Yes.
Okay, I have a question for you and Skull. Would it make more sense to just act like? I mean, since you already are a knight, should we just like pretend that Leo is a knight for me, and also Skull is also a knight for me, since you guys are both in armor?
Oh.
Because because like technically, I'm not lying when I say that I'm royal. So it's kind of more of like a easier way to lie our way through.
Mhm.
That sounds plausible.
I
'Cause,
mean,
like,
at
'cause,
that
like,
point,
you guys
it's
are
not
both-
really lying. It is just telling the truth.
Yeah. And like you're not technically lying because you are a knight, just not for me.
Yes.
The
So
only
you
one
won't
who's
have to
really lying
lie.
is Kel, but
Well, it's just like you have to lie really to basically anyone but the guards and the royal family, because the royal family and the guards and a few nobles know about this plan. Not everyone does though. But yeah. Anyway, so with the map, Goblin's going to begin revealing. As you guys finally make it to the ball after everyone's fully rested, you do the whole fatigue rest. You've been told the plan. And so as you enter in, you're on the top right, by the way.
oh.
You enter into the royal ballroom, and you see above, because there's clear glass windows above you guys, alongside chandeliers and grand ballroom energy, as you see a whole dining ballroom experience, extravaganza, boom. You see that, let's see, Colin's revealing. You see that there's some guards over by you guys, and they look at you expectantly like they're waiting.
Hmm. Do we go to talk to them?
They're looking at you like they're waiting for you.
All right, then I guess we'll walk up to them.
All right.
Oh, I'm accidentally on them.
Okay. Goblin's just gonna move Testicle and Leo over there. The guards are like, "You the special guest?"
Yes.
Okay. Oh, here's your fake invitation. Just hand it back to me. He rolls a sleight of hand, trying to make sure you guys don't seem like you didn't have your invitation and all that. And he does a pretty good job and hands it to you. Goblin needs whoever takes it to roll a sleight of hand to make sure no one notices passing the envelope.
Wait.
Who wants to take it?
I mean,
Should I take it, or does someone else want to take it?
does the noble or the knight want to take it?
It would be a noble, really, in this situation.
All right, so then I guess I'll take it. Sleight of hand.
Yep.
Oh god, I have -6 on it. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Your wife will probably do it then.
All right.
Goblins. Yeah,
I just
yeah.
think-
So as she's doing it, she stumbles and she's like picks herself up quickly though, as a reflex, and is like quickly takes it. No one seemed to notice. They're too busy right now, thankfully.
Oh my gosh.
She opens it, and then you guys look at it, right? Just to make sure the invitation's correct and the information was. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
basically, it doesn't have you guys' true names. It's a forgery invitation, and like all the guards know it, but they wanted to make sure you get it before you fully walked in. And it gives you guys fake name options alongside roles and all of that. And so basically what Goblin's saying is choose a fake name, and since you already put in your roles, basically the fake names for what the others can be called, the two guards, basically royal noble escorts, basically they would be called in this situation. But the two of you need to choose some fake noble titles for you and your wife.
Okay. I'm really bad at making up names on the spot sometimes, and this is one of those times.
There's a list of names on there, so Goblin's going to go through them. You can go with Garthormule, the great rider of Jewel Sweet, and his wife, Galia. Oh yeah. Gemini, the great warrior of the East, and his wife, Jawa.
I'm crying right now. Okay, Okay, I like Gemini for my character, but I like the first option for hers.
You can do a switch around combine it then.
Yeah.
So basically, you're doing announce your name again for Goblin, because Goblin forgot right away, because Goblin did it on the fly as well.
Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot. It was like Galia or something for her.
Galia, yes. So you're basically Gemini, the great warrior of the East, and your wife Galia.
Alright.
Yep. So that's the name you choose. Basically now, on a note, secretly hidden for you to see in Druidic, because it seems like they have some druids that they knew since you were a druid, they would leave a message for you, secretly. That you need just to whisper to the guard, so basically a sleight of hand check to basically someone to whisper to him the fake names you went with to the guard here, who is going to announce your arrival.
Does anyone else have a better sleight of hand? Because I have -6, and I don't want to mess up her plan.
I think I have 3.
Dungeon, what do you have?
A what?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? I
Yeah.
have no sleight of hand, bro.
Alright,
This is
so
the perfect time for
we can
Olivia
try-
to be here, but of
we
course.
can try with
Oof.
Percival because he has 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
you want to know what my sleight of hand is? I'm actually
What?
wrong. It's not a 0. It's a -7.
Oh, that's
Oh,
worse.
that's worse than mine. Oh my
I'm wearing
God.
heavy. I'm wearing heavy armor.
True. Mine's -6, and I don't know why.
Like you try reaching slowly into someone's
Well-
pockets whenever.
Your armor's
Like,
rattling like that, 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 that. Basically, it probably is your armor, actually. Wait, do you have it? Why is your thing -6? Golems
I
don't
think
shit.
mine's -6 maybe because of how much stuff I have in my inventory.
That would mean no. That makes no sense. Like you shouldn't have that much
No,
weight
yeah,
issue.
check penalty is -6 for my equipment.
My, you're not. Like you're not. You're in heavy load, yes, but not. What?
I
Oh,
don't
it's be-
know.
Oh wait, it's because you're like on heavy load, so basically it's making you be really noisy because you have a lot on you.
Yeah.
Go double checking, is any of them like an ink or something like that? You may want to like basically get like actually one of you has a card. You could say that most of your items are on a card and say you have and remove some of the minus.
Yeah,
Alright.
you can say most of it's on my cart.
All right. So
Yeah,
then,
one
what
of
should I
you
put
then.
it on? Medium or light?
So basically, Goblin will say depending on how much you put onto the card. So if you can put it on medium for now, since it would probably be a rush thing for you to do that. So just say you're on medium load.
All right.
But Goblin's gonna move you guys here since you guys have done the whole sleight of hand thing now and roll it. Percival doesn't do well whispering it, but because of how everyone else is mostly far away except this lady who overhears it, he whispers the name as you hand over the letter for your noble things, which by the way adds to the scene because normally the nobles don't hand the invitations; it's their like escorts, etc. And then it's announced. The noble family of Gemini and his wife Galia from the east. Oh, the great rider of Jewel Sweet is here.
Dun, dun, da, da,
And some
da, da,
trumpets
da.
are played. Yep.
Da, 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 da.
And basically after that, everyone looks up a bit and it's like, oh yes, like the nobles are looking at you guys talking and then go back to talking amongst themselves. Feel free to walk down.
Yes, indubitably.
Yes. But anyway,
Yes.
just as a note, behind these are pillars here with their things behind here. Over here, you can tell Goblin's trying to paint it, but it's not painting. Over here, you can tell this is where the kitchen is. Over here, where food is coming out and being delivered by waiters and waitresses. Is
Wait, where exactly?
behind over here. It's like. So this is a royal
I
ball
can't see
area.
it.
There's
Like-
no. It's blue. It's blue paint. Just look around the map. Go on Spain for a bit.
Question real quick. Sorry.
Yes.
I put some
Oh, I
stuff
see.
in the cart, and I don't know how much weight I lost from all of that.
Well, it depends on what you put in. Basically, you tell Goblin which items you put into the cart, and then
Tents, a blanket for winter, and wait. Hello? Is that all I put in there? I think so. Yeah.
yeah. So
Oh,
basically,
wait, no, and a bedroll.
what you do then is 10 weight added to the cart. So Goblin will have you like say 10 weight in cart, 10 weight in
Oh,
cart.
no, 'cause, like, the tent is 20. And then
The
the
tent-
blanket is 3, and the
Oh.
bedroll is 5.
Well, basically, just change it over and say what weight is in the cart, and then basically just to remind you of how much weight it is, and just remove the weight from your equipment stuff, so it will not affect your thing. Automatically adjust it for you.
Alright.
But remember how much weight you put in. So like put in notes how much the item weighs, but it's in a cart. Does that make sense?
All right.
All right. Other than that,
So then-
Goblin, we'll get back to this now. With that being said and done, the kid. So dungeon, do you see what Goblin's paying?
I don't. It's just the map is so big. It's like I can't see the. Oh, I see it now.
So over there,
Here.
yep, there it is. Over in that little corner area, you can see that's where the kitchen's at behind this flower pot. Because this is a huge flower pot, and these are back areas where people can enter and exit from both sides.
Uh-huh.
And over there behind that flower pot, you can tell there's doors for the kitchen, and it seems like all the areas just connecting rooms and places. This is the main area where the royal ball is supposed to happen and where everyone's meant to stay at. Now, does anyone remember what you're supposed to do in this quest, actually? I'll try and make sure you all remember.
The royal ball was essentially we're here to stop the lich from doing anything evil. That's really it. We're just here to see the lich doing something evil and then go against it.
How dare you do something evil? Stop it.
No, stop it. Like small slap on the wrist.
Stop.
Man, stop.
Stop. Oh my god,
What?
you're so embarrassing.
Oh boy.
You're embarrassing me, Dad. It's not just a phase, okay?
I'm crying. Stop.
Goblin, for the entertainment that Goblin just got, will give you a -10 to everything now.
Oh
My
come
for
on.
what?
Kidding. Goblin was doing a joke.
I know.
So, I put more stuff in the cart, so now I have a light load.
Yep, very good. Now, with that done for you guys, you see the noble ball and you see a lot of families, stuff like that. You do see the witch go very far off in the very back over here, where it seems like a family, and going up to a noble boy, it seems. Alongside a few other families, people of different nobilities and family lineages, all here interacting, even some like high-ranked merchants here. With an interesting lady here, by the way, who's looking at you guys quite a bit.
Oh.
And then these two here, they seem to be very important because of his clothing. You realize this high elf right here is the head priest of the local church. The church that follows the one, which are not common in the world.
So wait, can you ping them again so I know where they are? Cause it's
So this
long.
is the head of the church of the one, right over here.
All right.
This is a strange lady looking at you. Goblin will increase the size of the token so you can see the strange lady. That's a strange lady looking at you.
Oh, okay.
This is the church guy, just so you guys can see and send a token better. Now, all the way down here, it's down like to the second table on the left to the bottom.
Yeah.
This is the witch girl right here. Goblin's moving. This goes the witch girl.
Okay.
Where?
Like scroll all the way down.
This lady.
Okay. I'm sorry, everything on this map is so damn small, I can't see it.
Well, that's
It's
because
mostly-
it's a huge map. It's supposed to be a huge royal ball with a lot of noble people and important
Yeah.
families.
For me, it's just like it's so like long that I can't see whenever you ping something, so I can't like zoom in.
Yeah, that's why Goblin's trying his best to clarify where things are at. It's a huge area. You guys don't see everything in perfect detail, but it's meant to be what represent just this is a huge ball. It's a royal ball. So
Yeah.
But yeah, there's also a lot of noteworthy people of lineages, guards, etc. all around. The security seems fairly high, like they are set up, prepared for the Lich. But he's not here yet.
Okay. I have one last question that has nothing to do with what we're doing right now, and then
Hmm.
I'll quiet.
Alright.
Can you just like remind me how do you level up your abilities again? Like
So-
what happens?
With your special stuff with your class, basically, like with Wild Stride, basically when you're at level 2, Woodland Stride is the next special ability thing you get. Like all the special things you already have from your class that you've put in, like Animal Companion you already have, etc. But you've added stuff advanced for certain levels, like other than just like Woodland Strive, which you do have now. You already went and put things in like Trackless Step, which you technically don't have yet. So basically, you just note down what they do, so you know what you are capable of when the situation occurs for it. So like Woodland Stride, now you don't have to worry about difficult terrain or plants getting in your way, and you walk past them without problem. Those don't affect you anymore. Basically, anything nature-wise, you are fine and basically able to move through nature perfectly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sorry.
So basically, since you already have it in there, you already technically have it, but just remember what you're able to do from your class abilities depends on your level, and just read them, and basically you put in the information so you already know what they do. So, other than like you even put Wild Shape, never mind. Yeah. So, just do keep track of like certain things, like some abilities like Wild Shape, you only have a limited time of uses. Just make sure to keep track at your correct level. Like at level 5, you only get
Wild shape on there.
what?
It's at 5th level. It says
that-
wild shape is 5th level.
So that means you can't use it until you're level 5. So basically, just remember that, and remember that you have a limited number of uses. So like at level 5, you get Wild Shape, but you only get one use of it a day. So just remember that.
Okay.
Other than that, back to the main point of the insanity. You guys have been standing here for a bit. The ball is down here.
We're taking in all the
Oh.
sights.
The ball is where?
Like, this is meant to be the entranceway. Like, you're meant to go down the stairs.
Oh, alright. I'll go down. I'll go down.
Also,
Goblin
where's the
just
picture?
clarifying, you're starting to look sus because Goblin is pointing out that you've been there for a bit now. And you need to.
Where's the pixie?
The pixie is watching from the roof, so like you can see her above. You guys know she was gonna be up there. Like no one else is looking up, but when you look up, she is there, like looking through the glass above.
Alright. Sounds good. I was gonna. I
sitting
guess
at a
I'm-
table where
guess I'm trailing the noble, or I can go speak with the church guy. See what he thinks.
You can do that if you want, but that would look a little bit strange, but not too much because some guards do need to speak to the priest at times, especially if they have important roles like paladins, etc. So people will probably guess that, but you're fine to do so.
I mean, I was
And-
gonna say the metal armor, the blue robe, the gold accents. I think people would assume me to be a crusader or a paladin, if not a knight.
Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, you would be safe to talk with the head of the church. Yep, go ahead. But
Can I say something real quick?
Sure, what's up?
So just so you know, so you don't like, just like try and talk to him. First of all, like Skell, he's AFK right now, so that's why he's just standing there still.
He's just standing there. Menacingly.
Goblin will move the local Skeletorge character into place by your wife.
All right.
Now, let's play Leo heading to the head of the church with his wife by his side.
Wait, what?
How shall I?
That's his wife. The head of the church's wife is right there.
Oh.
What's his title? Is he high priest?
No, so the way it works is he is not a high priest, he's the head of, like, he's like a bishop in terms. Yes, a bishop in the area, so he handles the church here, the church building and stuff, of the temple, etc.
So he's boring.
But he's high rank and important. Like people treat him with respect, especially since he's a bishop.
That was
Yeah, I was
crazy.
about to say. I was about to say, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Question: can I join Leo?
Sure. You can decide that as you see him head over there, you decide to go and make it look like you are needing
Just
some
totally
reasons.
planning the size. Oh wait, that was my. I'm a fox, I guess. I accidentally got my fox instead of me.
Well, you can bring both because your fox is still with you within your bag, so
Yeah.
just pretend like he's hiding basically with a perfect roll, as long as your pet knows not to make movements or sound.
Yeah.
So you come on over, both of you, and he looks at you in his mouth and is like, "Ah, I believe I know who you two are. Yeah, how can I help you?"
I mostly just came here to see if there's any updates based on the church. I mean, the situations we have been dealing with are, simply to say, pretty dire.
The people are restless, yes, and we are doing our best. The reality is, we trust the one to know what is his plan for our lives here, but right now things are in a state of stress that people often make poor choices. And right now, all we are trying to do is make sure that there's peace of mind with people and help where we are needed. That's all I can simply do, as I cannot answer everything, or I have certain responsibilities, and I have limitations, just as any other mortal. But, if you must know, some of the other powerful beings that fall under the rule standards of the One, such as the Archdemon of Death, she has been quite enraged by the Grand Lich's activity of messing with the afterlife as much as he has. He has done things that have made us sicken, even for, as people call her, an evil demon, although none really know her.
Goblin,
Yes?
is like the royal family here, or are they like not here?
Ah! So, they're not here yet, no. But they are going to be here. They are usually the last to enter
I
to these
wanted to
events.
see. Okay, I wanted to like the. I think the only question I had for him is, like, if the royal family is here, if I could talk to them and try and get information. Well, I wouldn't tell him this part, but it was like to kind of try and get more information about my family, because the assassin, she was like, you have to do that if you want me to work with you.
He looks over and is like, um, how to put this? They will wait until the Grand Lich appears first. Once he makes his appearance, they will appear. Yeah. Because they believe that whatever he's planning involves them in some way. So they are basically preparing themselves to be bait in the end. But they are waiting to make sure that he is here. And it's not all a hoax. Hoax to drive everyone insane. So they are waiting. And I am their cue. I'll notify them immediately. I will let you know that if you do want to speak to them in advance, you can head down this left hallway here, because that's where they'll enter from. He points to the other staircase opposite from when you guys came from.
Mm.
You can head down there and
Can I
meet
do
with.
that?
Yeah, but Goblin doesn't have a map for it, so Goblin's gonna say just hang out for a bit.
All
But
right.
do it discreetly.
All right. I'm just saying, because if they die, I'm kind of I don't get any I don't get any information, and I don't really want them to die. But just in case.
Fair enough. So Goblin's guessing you're heading over there. That means.
Yeah. Should I bring my wife, or should she just stand there at the table?
No, she needs to keep appearances. She just winks at you and trusts you.
All right. So I am in this black abyss right now.
Yep. as you make your way over there, Goblin's going to let Leo discuss some things. Does Leo have anything to say?
Well, we all know the situations, Gaia. There was a mention about a witch. Is there Are you telling me there's a witch ruining people's lives?
Oh no! By the way, it seems like the witch was attacked and like used somehow that she could have died by the Grand Lich apparently, and apparently one of the nobles is dating a witch.
Oh, so like
Oh.
that we overheard.
Yeah, and there's a witch here.
All right, so yeah.
Oh, so she might be that witch.
She is being a center of attention right now because there's two noble families here that are notable that she is with. So the noble families, I was going to clarify to you guys because you were given this information. There's the Peter and Miller families, which have recently had a wedding happened between
What was the second family? The Lilla?
Miller family, Miller and the Peter families.
All right, Peter and Milla.
Miller, like
Um,
Mills.
Miller?
Miller, yes, Miller. Does that make sense? The pronunciation.
Yeah.
All right.
Peter
Sorry.
and the Miller families.
They recently had a wedding between their daughter and son, Jack and Jill.
went up the hill.
It was on a hill. The wedding. The wedding was on a hill. But yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not
like-
going to say that joke. A horrible joke came to mind.
Now
Oh
I'm interested. in some of
no. But anyway.
I'll show it in general, so that way it's not in VOD, because it does have a swear.
some- Okay.
Anyway, that aside, Jack does have a twin brother named John, and apparently he has brought his girlfriend witch, Luminary, which has been the center of attention quite a bit alongside his parents are here, and alongside both noble families are basically here for the royal ball after these two have been married, which are happily cuddling right now, not giving a care. Which of
I'm
these
just
two are
thankful my father isn't here.
Oh, by the way, the Miller family, which is Jill's family, they
Yeah.
are like a species of Goliaths,
Mhm.
while the Peter family are humans.
I see.
So Goblin's gonna show Jill like in full token size. This is Jill.
Give me a second. I gotta scroll down.
This is
All right.
Jack.
Jack is pretty. Sorry. Oops.
Why are you gay?
Because I like men.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
Me. I say you're gay.
Goblin found that joke hilarious personally from that video. It's such a ridiculous thing.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
I
got.
shared-
Wait, let
I
me
shared
see.
the joke with you, Alexei.
This one.
Oh, yeah.
I like these characters. I don't know.
Suddenly he gets very large, and then
Goblin just clarified so you can see a token better.
Large token, where?
There.
I'm sorry, I just saw the.
There-
I just saw the
There
joke.
we go, there we go.
That's
That
Jack.
joke is crazy.
That. But yeah, there's quite a few families here. Yeah,
There's still
some
the
noble.
Goliath lady next to him.
That's Joe. Yeah.
Dang, Jack got hitched to a tall queen. Nice.
I mean, she is
That's my
8
guy.
foot. She is 8 foot.
I mean, she's also pretty. See, this is why I'm pansexual, okay?
Hey, there you go.
Okay, Goblin wants to make a joke based on the D&D group that Goblin has for Saturdays, because she let's say this, wants to make a harem.
Oh,
That's it. in the game. In the game, she's joking about it quite a bit. She jokes about
Game.
not in real life, as far as Goblin's aware. Although she is getting married and flirts with a different female that's not her boyfriend that she's marrying.
Oh.
It's hilarious, but I think it's a whole joke thing. It's a joke, as far as Goblin's aware. Well, it's quite ridiculous. Anyway, back to the game side. The priest, the bishop man, and the high elf looks onward at the scene, because Goblin's going to clarify, although it looks like sunlight, it is actually like dawn is heading down, the sun's heading. And he's like, you know, it's been quite a while since I've heard of someone like you, Leo.
What's that mean?
Hmm.
He basically looks at you and is like, I used to have a brother who blamed himself for a lot. Want to end his own life to make up for his mistakes. In battle, honorably. It drove him to insanity. So, if you so wish, he politely takes out a book from like his jacket area, and it's a very strange religious-looking book, but he's like, this is one of the few copies out there that we give out rarely of some of the teachings of the One. We don't give them out often, because usually our world is not ready for it. But he often still wants to teach his teachings to those who will listen to the powerful beings. That doesn't mean we give them out. If you ever so wish to understand the meaning of life, read this book. And he hands it to you politely.
I'm sorry, this is just a joke, but all I'm hearing is join my cult, please.
It,
Like, it's
Oh
a
my-
joke, but that's what
that's
I'm
another. I got another horrible joke. Dang it!
hearing.
Really?
It's like
Basically, any religion is apparently a cult now. Okay, bye.
no, it's not
It's
that.
not that. It's not that. I just, it was just a joke because I don't know. It just,
He's handing out pamphlets.
yeah,
Well-
it was just because of the wording and the way that he just handed Leo some, like, hey, if you want to know the meaning of life, have this book. So,
Hey,
that's
bro,
why-
I
You
know
can
want
roll
to
a sense
die, but
motive.
it's not
You can
worth it.
send-
If you wanna,
You can roll a sense motive if you want. Which basically will tell
I
you
mean,
his purpose behind giving you this book.
Yeah, sure, I'll roll. I don't think I'm gonna get anything from it. It's a flat roll. 13 though.
You can tell somewhat that he, although is definitely highly religious and would like people to join, he never is forceful about it, nor does he belittle anyone that doesn't join. He understands that people have different motives for things. The reason he gives you this book is out of concern.
Out of concern.
Out of concern. Seems like you really do remind him of his brother.
Hmm.
Plot twist: Leo's his brother. I'm joking.
A high
Aw.
elf with race like kids. Okay, how do you say it again? Carcinite? That would be a very interesting situation.
Car site.
Carcite. That would be very interesting to explain how in the world of Carcite is a brother with a high elf. But sure. That aside, what do you guys do? Other than, like, because Goblin's gonna go over to Foreign after Goblin gets an idea if anyone else does anything.
I mean, after the talk, I guess Leo's gonna step away and try to find the others. Maybe learn more about this Jack and Jill character.
Well, I mean, there's other nobles here you can meet with, or, like, there's some Dragonborn over here, there's 2 of them. There's some goblins, which is unexpected.
I mean, who are these two?
Who are you paying?
These two up here in the top right corner.
These
Near
2
the
here?
stairs?
These 2 over here, or these 2 over here? There's 2 sets of 2.
These.
Ah, yes. This one here, she is one of the high guards of the kingdom. Alongside this one here is, oh yes, you cannot tell actually. You're confused on who she is, but you can tell this is the high guard lady that works alongside a few of the others here. Like he is the high-ranked merchant over there. He often tries to dress himself like a king to make himself feel cool. This guy's the head of organizing adventurers over here. This guy, but the fourth one here you don't recognize. Like can't tell who she is, but she seems to be important, especially she's standing among this specific line of people of trading goods, defending, adventuring, and whoever she is for.
All right, so we have head of guard and questionable, and then arrogant man who likes to think he's a king.
But he's like the head of trading for the kingdom, head merchant, basically the merchant, basically. He's a bit arrogant about it. This guy, yeah, the one who's a bit arrogant.
Okay.
And then the head of adventurers, basically who handles out adventuring activities, etc. And guilds.
Ooh, that's a very important person.
Yes.
Might want to interact. Man,
I mean, there's boatload of important noble families here, etc. There's Dragonborns, there's, oh, I'm double checking who else is here. Ah, yes. Basically,
interact with these guys.
You interacting with who?
I'm gonna interact with the. I want to hear your voice for the arrogant guy.
He's like, you're one of them. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. You guys do fantastic work. I love working with the adventurers so much. Yes. I love working with such hard-working people as yourselves. You may kiss my hand.
Ugh.
Alright, that's very sus.
I've never even met you a day in my life. I'm kidding.
He looks slightly insulted.
No, is he like actually sticking out his hand?
Yes. Yes.
We was gonna like look down at it, look back up at him, look down at the hand, look back up at him and again, and then just tap the helmet on his head like. Can't really do that, sir, but it's nice to meet you too.
I'm so glad that Thorn isn't there because all Thorn would do is give him a grimace and walk away.
So he looks slightly insulted, but goes, "Huh, fair enough." But the adventurer head is like, "Is there anything I can help you with?"
Oh, that sounds nice.
Well, this is my first time actually meeting the head of the Adventuring Guild themselves, so...
You misunderstand. I'm not the head of the Adventuring Guild. I'm head of all adventurers within this kingdom. There is a very complex organization. I guess adventurers always mix up, so let me clarify. So there's adventuring guilds, which is only one within this kingdom right now. There's a new one forging, funny enough, that's trying to build itself a name. But adventuring guilds...
McGee over here, my bad.
I'm sorry, I apologies. I know this sounds like
That
rambling.
wasn't in character, that was out of character. I said
No, he's still
fancy pants
apologizing for
McGee over
ram.
here.
He apologizes for still rambling, but he's like, I apologize for rambling. This just helps adventurers understand how the organization works, because if you don't understand it, some people make mistakes and misunderstandings that can cause some issues. So,
Well, we're
Yes.
never informed of other adventuring guilds, and I only recently joined the one I'm in now, so...
you're not in an adventuring guild yet. I know your record, because I know everyone's records here that's adventuring. So, there's adventurers who... Can I continue to clarify the system? So, there's adventurers. Okay, so basically I'm going to summarize what he says. Basically, there's adventurers that basically people like you that are not in guild yet, but still going out and doing quests and have parties that they specifically often work with, or they lead parties and do adventures on their own. That's what usually happens. Then there's the guilds, which is only one within this kingdom. There's one forging right now, which they are asking for people who want the quests, as you saw the Rising Guild quests. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, never mind. Goblin's brain's terrified. I mean, tired. But basically, there's one guild right now in this kingdom, and guilds often handle like structural stuff between guilds. Guilds work with trade merchants, often make it so it's a bit more organization to allow people of different groups to specialize in certain fields alongside basically allowing communication and more detailings for the kingdom head people. So the kingdom adventurer handlers are basically people that handle adventuring within certain kingdoms and areas, and basically the structure of that is basically allowing adventurers to still travel between and communicate when, hey, there's an adventuring party coming over here to this kingdom. Basically, they handle the structural stuff more firmly and allow adventuring beyond different kingdoms and communication between all the 7 continents known. And then there is the Council of Adventuring, the highest rank possible, where basically they have their own special thing, they have their own special structure, and to get there is like very hard, and some of the most powerful adventurers exist in that ranking. But basically, they are allowed to venture anywhere, they don't have to follow kingdom rules as much, and basically the only thing they have to abide by is doing good things and things that benefit society as a whole in the end. And if they fail to meet those criteria, they are often highly punished and often hunted down and declared criminals that was bandits, pirates, etc. And so often is the most riskiest one because often nobles try to eliminate those guys is because they see them as annoyances that foil like evil, corrupt noble plans so often. But they are basically people that are not above the law, they still have consequences, but work outside of it to do the betterment for people. And so there's some of the most powerful people, like there's only 12 known adventurers that are alive right now that made it to the Special Council of Adventuring. They don't even know, like no one knows where the meeting place is for them anyway, nor where their base of operation is. That all makes sense? And it clarifies all of this in detail.
Yeah, it makes sense.
There you go. But yeah, they also do a little bit of command to the lower rankings below.
Sorry for commenting so much. I have ADHD, and then I don't remember that I'm not supposed to just say what I'm thinking in my head.
Nah, you're fine. It's fine.
I'm not trying to like cut you off. It's more of just like I just blurted out before my brain comprehends that I'm blurting things out.
Nah, that's fine. Goblin just needed to clarify that Goblin was just wanting to finish off the structure of the adventuring system so you guys can understand it. Okay. So then he's like, yeah. Anyway, if you need anything from me, just let me know. I will inform you, though. One of the 12 are here.
Ominous.
He whispered that part, by the way. So, one of the 12 are here.
Is that good or bad?
Could be either one.
Okay.
Anyway, that aside, does Leo interact with anyone else? Does Percival interact with anyone else? As noise happens in the background.
Doing stuff. He's feeding the rat.
I believe Leo would go back to Percival and share the information he gathered.
Cause like, okay, I will clarify this. Even though Skell is AFK, he can still hear everything. He's just listening.
Okay. Just to let you know.
I'm just gonna be honest. I have horrible attention span, so.
Goblin helps us just know it down. Goblin had a lot of thinking to do with that whole ranking thing. Goblin follows very cool information.
Do you have it marked down? Like, do you have notes on this?
Goblin has it. Goblin has it memorized usually because this is part of Goblin's own personal project world. So these type of details Goblin has memorized, like major things like the adventuring guild stuff, etc. So, like Goblin already knew the structure well enough that Goblin has it memorized. It's just good for you guys to remember. If you need Goblin to repeat it at all, let Goblin know.
Alright.
Now, with you, Foreign, you finally make it there. As you make it in, you enter the royal family's room where they're waiting, and you see quite a unique, diverse amount of people. So Goblin's going to pull up their tokens onto the screen. They are not actually there. They're in the royal ballroom, but this is the noble family.
Alright.
It's at the top of the stairs right there.
Okay.
You see them?
Oh, the one with pink hair is cute. Yeah, but I see them, yeah. The guy next to the pink hair is hot, though. God damn.
Stop playing with everyone!
I'm sorry! I just like hot people. They're hot.
Oh, Goblin's going to clarify because some of them look a bit weird and hard to tell what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Let's make it so you can see them clearer and better a little bit. This is the king, by the way. This is the king. The king.
The king.
The king. Goblin's just making it so you can tell the
Is there a
details.
queen?
Oh, you're... so you actually know this already. All of you do. The queen died during the War of the Powerful Beings, and the family's been mourning for a while now.
I
Damn.
see. Oopsies. Thanks for telling me that so I don't ask that and then accidentally get, like, a bad look.
Yeah, so these are like all the 6 kids, because they are both humans. Humans, goblins, just double checking here. Yes, they are both
Who's the hot guy
humans.
with horns?
Oh, that's a tiefling-like child. So they did do a dip of adoption. They actually encourage adoption in this kingdom, and so
Ah.
they adopted quite a few. Anyway, the noble family look at you, and and the king's like, "So you're the low rank or one of them that came to do this quest, I believe. Yes."
Yes.
I already know who you are. I'm guessing you have some questions for me.
About my family. I'm trying to gather information about my... Apparently I have other siblings.
He sighs sad, like he knew this would come at some point. Like he knew apparently you would find out somehow there's some things out there. Yes. In fact, one of them is right here. He points to the pink-haired girl with the tech with her. It seems like
Oh,
she's
the
in
cute one.
this one here. She's like the youngest in the family. She looks at you, rubs her arm a bit, and she looks you up. You can tell she actually does have an elven blood a bit by uniqueness of her hair. Yeah. But high elf blood is definitely in her, you can tell. She looks at you and is like, "Hey."
Sorry, that was kind of funny.
Hey,
Hey.
Like you can tell she's awkwardly like not sure how to interact with you.
I don't know how to interact with her either.
And he's like,
I guess
3 of
I
my
have to
kids here are of my blood. And your sister, who was adopted here, doesn't have the unfortunate circumstance that you do. So I bet you learned from a certain someone, because I do also know what quest you took, and I learned the details from the report.
Yeah. Do you have any information about that?
Her connection to you I cannot reveal until she decides the timing.
I meant mostly like what is keeping me alive.
That as well I was going to clarify. You have a very special magical artifact within you. Your heart, because you are a true-blooded high elf, but you were cursed by the Grand Lich when you were about born.
What did I do?
He wanted
As an
to...
infant?
I was going to continue, please. Please, the goblin continue. Dang it, Colin's trying to have a good move. Colin's just teasing you. It's fine. It's fine. It's understandable, this reaction. Uh, so he basically cursed you to make sure your father didn't have a proper heir. Because all of your siblings other than you are not true-blooded high elves. And your kingdom, by its rulings, require the royal heir to be a true-blooded high elf. So the reason he scourged you for all those years, the reason your father hates you, is because even when you were the perfect child, things went horribly wrong. And he blamed it all on you, thinking that because you were cursed, you were a burden for every reason. And so he faked the current heir being true-blooded to make sure that you didn't end up on the throne when you were given a special artifact heart to replace your own because it was shriveled up to a raisin. So a special artifact heart was made to replace it to prevent you from dying. You're running on a literal machine-like heart, unnatural to the high elf society. And so, because they couldn't accept your unnatural heart, your father despised you, was another reason that he gave me. He ranted on and on. It was pathetic. And so, that artifact heart runs on magic. If the source of all magic is destroyed, you would have no heart. You would die.
Okay. I gathered that much, but I didn't know how bad it was.
Yes. The shriveled heart from the Lich's magic still exists within your body. Because he cursed it to make it so it cannot be removed.
So,
And since...
there's no remedy?
No, because they could not properly put a new heart in, because it would just reshuffle up with the other one. So an artificial one had to be made to save you.
I see.
The number of siblings you have, other than you and my daughter here, there are 11 other kids, a total of 13 children that he has kept secret, other than the one known one that is the current heir to the throne. Go and double checking. Is any other siblings that you put into your lore other than like the one who's the true heir, the favorite child, or is Goblin missing anything?
Nope, I didn't add any siblings, so it doesn't matter how many you put up.
Okay, never mind then. Goblin's just trying to make sure that since you are royalty and the prince heir, there has to be a proper heir, and so they basically faked one of the other ones. So basically, there are a total of 14 kids. You have a lot of siblings.
What the heck? Bro. Bro is just like getting up to business with everyone. Like, what the heck? Do they all have different mothers? This is my question. Like, are they all different, like, half elves? Or are there some that are, like, because you said I'm the only true elf. So it's just like, how many people? Are they all different mothers?
All
That's
different mothers.
crazy. That's a little crazy.
So God's gonna
It's a little
clarify
bit
it.
too real to my actual father. What the heck?
Oh my goodness, Goblin did not even in the case. Oh my goodness. Okay. Goblin's gonna clarify. Okay, so let's get back on track here. So Goblin can add some details for you. The king, is like, each of your siblings are from different mothers. Mainly because your father was like Zeus in a sense. He couldn't keep it in his pants.
Your father was a canonical bard class. You expect a random dragon to appear at some point and go, "Hello, brother!"
I'm crying! Stop!
You know what? That would be hilarious. And just
It really would. It really would be.
I just imagine Goblin frantically writing on a notepad now. It's gonna happen
Please,
at
I
some point.
would love that. I
You know
want a
what?
random dragon to be like, "You're my brother. Hi."
You know what? Goblin may make it a fear
brother.
dragon for no reason.
Oh, that's so funny.
Later, that's for later though. And he's
Alright.
like, he banished each of them in secret, making so no one ever knew, and he kept it a secret from his wife, your mother, the queen. And just to clarify, the reason he did this partially was because also he believed in the fanes of Zeus, like that males are superior, that kind of egotistical stuff, and believed women just need to bow down and follow the ways of Zeus. Even though he was wiped out and killed, and everyone scourged the idea of following the traditions of Zeus, he secretly liked them.
So we got a misogynist.
Yeah, basically. And he's like,
Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask him if he had any information on where my mother is. Because all I know is she's on this island somewhere. That's the entire reason I'm here.
he nods his head, like, the island is not the one she is, you were told. The island, she was supposed to be on a Pacific island that's actually close by. But she was recently teleported by the Grand Lich. He had some sort of plan for her. She's alive, though. That's all I can tell you. Because the Grand Lich, he wanted you to know that.
I
And
see.
he loves giving out information and taunting people.
Didn't he
Didn't
just
it-
tell me? Sorry, didn't he just tell me that he couldn't do anything with my mom because she was too annoying, and now he took her? What?
Okay, so clarify, he was too annoying because, like, he's gonna clarify, she was too annoying for him. But that doesn't mean he didn't take her for a time trying to make use of her.
I see.
She went and sent her to the island of the dead.
Oh,
You know that island of completely made of dead bodies? She's there!
great. Love that.
She's
Oh.
not dead, though. She is constantly trying to survive, though. The Grand Lich did provide her a special item that lets her live, just to make sure that she tries to survive every moment while he taunts her.
I see.
I cannot tell you where your daughter is, though, because he would not let me know that. He put her somewhere, but not known to me or anyone else. Apparently, it's supposed to be a place beyond comprehension. That's all he said. But she is still alive. He guarantees that much, and that's one thing everyone has learned about the Grand Lich. So he's a psycho, although he's a maniac. He does keep his word.
That's great. Sorry, I don't really know what to say now.
He nods his head and is like, if there's anything else you want to know, I can give you the locations of each of your other siblings. Because I personally tracked them. Because I personally did not approve what your father did. And I wanted to make sure they all got happy places. That's how I ended up with your daughter, your sister, as my daughter. I took her in after I was fed up with him, and I told him, you will hand her to me and I will raise her myself, and not let her end up like all the others. They are not dead. They have met poor fates.
Can you tell me their locations?
Yes. So Goblin's gonna go to the world map here for a sec, so Goblin can ping each of the general areas where they are at. So Goblin's gonna go to the world map here.
Information so that the band, like Killa doesn't be like, hey, you're bad at your job. You're supposed to get information.
Yeah, so please, so Goblin's gonna ping again just to remind you. Your mother is here on the island of the dead. The big body island that has that can be seen from everywhere. She is on this accursed place that everyone finds disgusting. This island is cursed. Because seriously, even undead puke there because of how disgusting it is. Because it's a body of islands. All of its body. It's not even land. It's a body of islands that can be seen from everywhere. It is disgusting. At least on this side of the world. Anyway. Now, for your 13th No, wait. You have your so with you on the same continent that you're on. You have the one sister here that's part of the noble family of Galmore that was adopted. So you're both
Wait, give
here.
me a second. Okay.
That's you.
Okay, I also forgot the names of all the islands, or like the country thingies. So I'm just putting down what they look like.
Oh, the island of Falmore. Goblin didn't give him all names to you, so Goblin can tell you the names now of each continent if you want.
Yeah.
All right. So Goblin's gonna pull that up really quick. It's on the same page that Goblin was on a little bit ago, so Goblin can read off the names really quick. And if anyone else wants to know all the continent 7 names, because there's 7 continents here.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh wait, Goblin already had it open. Gosh, I know it. Anyway. So, the 7 continents are named Gesenaya. Basically, it's Gesannian. And it is the continent that, Gollum forgets which one Gollum meant this to be, named. Gosh, I know it. Goblin will overview it later. Goblin's just gonna give you continent names. Then the kingdom, the continent of Titania, Titananian, Titania, Jessian, and then there is Goblin's like you should go on speaking the right ones. Here we go. Muslianian. Mulisanian. The continent of Antidotian. Okay,
AM.
Antidoian.
Okay.
Quanian. Quanian. Kilialanian. So Kilalian. Then the continent you guys on, Balanian. Faelianian.
Okay.
Way to go and say E or A after the first N.
I.
So it's Faelianian. There we go.
Okay.
Now, so, and just to clarify which ones are which, the one that looks like a broken down hair with a face, that's really bad looking right next to Felianian, the one with the tail. The one that's closer with the face, that's Killian. The big continent one with the blue trees and whiteness, that's the Titan one. Then Quadian is the one that looks like a weird desert that transfers into a forest. Forest that is it's near to the Island of the Dead. The one that's like a broken lightning striking lock. That is Goblin's double checking naming to make sure. That is the Antidotian. The Muslian one is the one that looks like a skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
And then Jessian is the one that is very long and big, that looks like it has a desert at the very tip, and that goes down to a cold area that looks like there's swirl continents just never fully connecting in a big hole opening. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all of them. That's all 7, right? Right.
Alright. Sorry, I just wanted to know the names. But okay. Now We can speed run the siblings so that I don't take up too much time.
Yeah. So Goblins double checking. Basically, there are other than the one that's with you here right now, there are 12 other kids. It's because it's supposed to be 14. There's you. There's the current heir. And then there's the one here. No, 11. 11 more than 8, really quick. So one is on the island here on between all the waterfall holes in the ocean. One's there.
Sorry, can you just name the thing because I cannot see the map?
Kilianian. An island near Kilianian.
Yeah.
2 are on the Quinianian. 1 in the desert, 1 in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Now above of Titanian in the frozen jungle is where 1 is at.
Mm-hmm.
Then that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. Then another one is in the purple and blue forest on Titanian. So that is 5 kids siblings so far. And then 3 of them are scattered throughout the staff continent. Goblins, I guess the name, the Jessianian. He doesn't know exactly where because they keep moving too much. Those other 3.
I see. Okay.
Then, and on the Lightning Bolt Rock continent, which is Collins again. There's so many places. Antidontian. In the middle area is where 1 sibling's at. And then the last 2 are in the crossbow skull one, which is Muslanian. But he only knows that 1's in the cold, and the other is somewhere on that continent.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Now then, Goblin's gonna drag everyone back to the quest.
Yeah, I don't have any more questions for him. I just wanted to gather information in case I randomly see Killa again and then be like, hey, I gathered a lot of information. Hey, be proud of me.
Alright, so you head back to the ball.
Yeah.
Now, as you head back here, you suddenly hear some trumpets. And you hear, in a terrified tremble, the arrival of the Grand Lich and his 2 escorts.
I'm gonna run back to my wife.
He looks over at you and doesn't acknowledge you. And he just smiles, like, with his 2 feet grin, like... See, liches normally can't smile. They normally do not have the skin structure to smile. For some reason, you all could feel him smiling. Smiling with glee as he walks down his 2...
skeletons, they always look like they're smiling, even when they're not.
This one's extra creepily smiling, though. Like, it looks like one of those, like, Joker-like smiles. Like, he can somehow twist his own bones to smile unnaturally.
Ew. Don't do that.
And basically is walking on down with his 2 generals who both look just annoyed on the side, like they do not like their boss. They do not like him. Not one little bit. As they walk on down, everyone's glaring at him, and then he looks towards this strange lady to you, Leo. And he's like, 1 of the 12! What a grand appearance! That woman right here is 1 of the 12. And he's just like, I know all of the 12 so well. That one is 1 to 12, yes.
Okay, cool. Miss Unknown Lady.
Is 1 of the 12.
Got it.
I knew I was going to be given a grand audience for my appearance, but I didn't expect you to appear. Oh, I feel so honored. Oh.
Sorry, I'm gonna punch him in the face right now. I have many reasons to do that, but it's just the way he's talking. It makes me like want to behead him right now,
Oh,
which would be
and,
stupid to do.
and there's the local witch down way over there who should have died to the demon in her neck, but apparently got saved by some adventurers. Oh, how am I foiled of my grand plan? Oh, how foiled I am. And she just looks at him with hatred.
You know, I think I have finally found out the witch's greatest weakness.
What?
His ego.
And I think Leo is perfect to exploit it.
You found the Lich's greatest weakness, okay.
Leo does not give a single second of attention to the witch's entrance, and he is just focusing on the food that was presented to him. Like, he glances up for a second, but he does not look like he cares at this point.
He just smiles as he takes in glee of everyone's behavior towards him. Even like the merchant guy looks at him with hatred.
For you see, Goblin, you've done one thing wrong with this villain that a character like Leo can equally exploit. They want attention.
Can I say something?
Sure.
While internally Thorin wants to punch him and is utterly disgusted by his actions, every time I have a reaction, it's not actually Thorin's reaction, so I just wanted to say that every time I'm like, ew, gross, stop it, Thorin is just sitting there like, totally freaking like, stone face, because that's just his character. I don't know, man.
And he just marvels around in his glory as he walks on. And he's like, looks towards like this strange goblin girl here to everyone, really. And he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And she just ignores him, tries to, at least. Well, I can deal with you later. I have other business to attend to. Yes. Let's see here. My little henchman. And he says, petting the local snow goblin, Kelko. Did Goblin say his name right? Goblin knows. Goblin gave him a hard name. Kirko, right? Kirko. Before he pets him, he's like, do me a favor, my boy. Hey, could you please fetch me some wine? Right, from one of the waitresses? But they seem so terrified of me. I don't know what I did wrong. He goes over and takes a piece of wine, and the Lich takes it from him as his minion just rolls his eyes as the guy gleefully drinks it down as it spills onto the carpet through his ribcage. Like, he deliberately didn't bother to generate magic from it and all that. He wanted to make a mess, because you guys have seen him gleefully eating stuff and somehow absorb it into his body. He deliberately ignored it this time to cause a stain. Oh, my bad, I forgot I'm dead! He throws the glass to his minion's face, which breaks on his skull, but doesn't harm him.
Ugh.
Do be some Diaz and clean up the mess for me. Yeah, I have other business to attend to, like meeting with the king. As he goes over to take this table, and it's like, basically says, scrap! To this person here, who just looks at him in disgust and leaves.
Should we follow him? Because we're supposed to not let him do anything evil.
Well, I mean, some maids will clean up his mess he just made and look at him annoyed.
Oh, he was
Wait,
just... Oh, never mind.
is someone
just saying
cleaning the mess?
Yeah, some maids are cleaning the mess.
No, I thought he was walking away, but he was just sitting at a table.
Yeah.
Here. You want attention? I'll go give him some. I'm just gonna go talk with him. Keep him busy, as some might say.
Alright.
So Leo's gonna get up from his table. He's gonna bring his plate of food with him around and kind of sit next to the Grand Lich again and go, well, didn't think you'd get here so late compared to the party.
And he starts singing. It's like, "Oh, come now. The most excellent people come late now. You know this by now, Leo."
I've always figured it's the people who like to make an entrance before everyone else even has a chance to.
Hmm. Fair enough point. Oh, that's a clever way of thinking about it. Maybe I should do that the next Royal Ball. As he eats food and it
Well,
actually goes into his body this time.
like Leo even does like the courtesy of like lifting up the helmet just a bit so that way he can make the food into his mouth, but his face is still covered by the helmet. I guess unless if there's like someone like really small who's like looking upwards into the helmet, but I don't think any of these guys qualify for that yet.
Yeah, as you're doing that, as you lift down your helmet the first time, the Grand Lich just shrinks himself to a tiny size with his magic. He's like, "Oh, I want to see that face."
He fixes his helmet immediately back the moment he sees the Lich goes tiny.
Oh,
Like, oh no,
Billy.
you don't want to spoil the surprise yet, Your Highness, do you?
Oh, as he goes up in the medium side. "Oh, you treat me like royalty. Oh, trying to burn me up, I see. Oh, interesting. Interesting."
Well, it's less about buttering up and more of respect. Even me, as someone as a paragon of line, needs to have a respect for someone who obtained his way into power.
Oh, right you are. Power means everything in these social structure situations, don't they? Don't they?
Mm,
Is
not
anyone else doing
exactly,
anything
but
while that's happening?
I'm too busy cringing at the Lich. I'm so sorry. Like only Skell can see my face right now, but I'm just like,
It is I, the Grand Lich, here to take your attention onto me.
Hey, don't disrespect Pyrus right there. Papyrus deserves better, thank you.
oh my
You're
god.
right. I should sound a bit more like Sans. What's up? It's the Grand Lich. Here to put a bit of ketchup onto everything and leave my sandals in the corner while I go ahead and ravage countries.
Sans deserves better than that too, because he hates genocide, actually. This guy doesn't care about genocide.
Right, you gotta go into the happy chaos voice. I mean, how can I be so blind? Just gotta have a little bit of Deus Ex Machina.
Oh,
All right, I'm done for the time being. If anyone else wants to go.
All right.
But Leo is entertaining some time with the Grand Lich in order to kind of, make it to where he's using it as a way without revealing his intent, as a way to just keep an eye on him and keep him in one place as much as he can. But conversation is the best way to kind of keep someone preoccupied for extended periods of time, is what he believes.
Mm,
So he's just chatting with the guy. That's all he's doing. He's just having a nice conversation.
all right. Does Percival or Ford do anything?
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of, while everyone is kind of focusing on the Grand Lich and his antics, I wanted to maybe see if there was anything like out of place, or just see if I can sense anything like weird happening that's about to happen.
You know what? Because of your sense of nature, you can tell the plants are now suddenly a bit more reviled from the center point. And you can tell there's something that's upsetting them around this point, actually, because of your connection to nature with the plants that are here.
I mean, is it something aside from just the Grand Lich's presence?
It's something besides Grand Lich's presence, yes. Like, you can tell the plants are reviling more the closer they are to him. Like, plants themselves sense his darkness and just avoid him. Like, they're trying to get out the pots to get away from him. But, some of them are getting actually more bothered by this strange spot here.
What's that?
Gotland's painting again, right here.
Oh, I see.
I don't see it. Where is it? Oh,
Right there.
so who am I next to?
Me and my wife.
I will nudge Thorin and kind of point out the spot where there's like, I don't know, devious energy, I guess. Or like there's something up, like something is.
Should I do detect magic?
Well, you have your spell slots. You could if you so wish.
I mean, I don't know if it's pointless to do that.
You can go over and search for like arcane rune magic or something.
Yeah. Alright, so do I do search?
So you would have to move your token over there to that spot and roll search.
Alright.
Oh,
Which, by the way, the Grand Lich Goblin will say that is too distracted, and the minions are not going to help him because they don't like the guy anyway.
Mm.
And so,
Alright. So
is it? Could I check for like traps or something?
Goblin will say that would be a search check, still a search for traps. Perhaps so you would have to roll search instead. But Goblin will allow you to take the roll you took. So 19 you got, plus whatever bonus you would have for search check instead.
can I do a search too for what I was doing?
Yes, roll a search. So what's your bonus for search instead of plus 4?
What'd you say?
Search is +4.
So it's 23 anyway. So, okay, so Vaughn, you don't see much as you look around the spot here and try and look around the area. It seems like you guys are not being really discreet. The Grand Lich doesn't seem to care. But when Vaughn, you're searching around, you realize there are some strange markings on the floor that weren't there before when you guys first entered. And it looks like they're ruins.
Hmm. Wait, it looks like they're ruins?
Ruins, like arcane ruins, like runes.
Oh, runes.
Runes, right? Runes. Sorry, Goblin. They sound so similar to Goblin. Goblin can't tell the difference.
So, what's the thing that I have that I... does that work here? I don't know.
Detect magic, or what thing are you asking about?
The thing that I have where I can, like, always be granted something?
Goblin's gonna double check what you mean. Like, Goblin's not sure. Because this is what Goblin...
I think I have a thing that is, like, I am...
Oh, wait, your racial thing to let you send trap doors within 5 feet of you and automatically check roll them?
Yeah.
You automatically get your bonus for that already if you put it in correctly, so Goblin's gonna check your skills. If you didn't add that bonus...
I did. Maybe? I don't know.
You did, so that means you already added your bonus, so you didn't... But you can be... Percival probably checks it for you, and so you would... But your senses don't go off at it, like it's not a trap.
Okay. Is it something... So are the runes... Hello? Are the runes readable to us?
You cannot read them unless you use read magic as a spell.
Alright, so I'll do that.
Alright. Which Goblin guessing you have paired read magic this time around?
Yep.
Cool. Now, as you cast read magic, you read the runes, and you do not recognize this kind of arcane. But the magic that's here is powerful, and you realize that it is some sort of summoning spell to summon an undead, but an undead with unique properties that would attach to a living person.
That's not great.
And as you guys are investigating, you hear the trumpet saying, "The royal family is here!"
Can I, like, immediately yell at them to stay where they are?
They all stop, and everyone's like, "Huh? Huh?" And everyone's going, "Huh?" And the Grand Lich looks over, and is like, "Oh, come now, Thorin! You're trying to spoil my surprise? Oh.
Bro,
It's not what you... It's not what you think. No. You all think I'm hurting someone, probably. That I have an evil intent. Like, sure, I'm the Grand Lich. I do horrible things. It's meant to be a gift for the king. A wonderful gift. An absolute theory. This is an experimental undead, let's say. Yes. An experimental undead that will bring back someone he holds so dear to his heart. Because she'll be alive again. Let me actually activate here. And he waves his hand as the spell activates, and suddenly a living lady floats above as a creature of undead latches onto her, and he says, "Welcome the Queen, returning to life with power never seen before to have an undead suit to combat anyone who dares try to harm her." As the suit latches onto the lady, that is the Queen. Her body shakes in shock, and she's like, and a creature of black, like undead goo and bones, wraps around her entire body covering her head to toe. As you now hear a scream,
I don't think that was a good
and it just looks around as her body seems possessed by this thing.
I don't know if it's just me. I don't really think this is a great gift, but you know, like
And
personally,
the king's like, "What have you done to my wife?" And the Grand Lich is like, "I brought her back from death with natural resurrection magic, thanks to a minion of mine, and gave her a special gift, made it so you never have to fear her dying again. A special undead suit of my own creation. A special slime and mimic creation fusion, making a special creature that's undead and is a movable suit that can live within a person, on a person's body, and feed them and care for them like no other, and also is perfect weapon of combat." And everyone's looking in horror as the Queen just seems like she is being controlled by this suit. Imagine the Venom suit, basically. This is a Venom suit undead.
I see. So she's not even like herself right now.
Yeah, and you do see it come off a bit as she's like, "I can't control this thing. You get it off!
I don't
It
know.
hurts!" And the undead lich is like, "What? It shouldn't be hurting you. No. I meant to be a perfect symbiotic partner for you, to keep you safe, so the king doesn't have to fear for your life again." Strange. Oh. Strange. What do you all do as everyone's looking in horror, and some people are backing away nervously, people are unease, some people are moving forward, like trying to help the Queen.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah?
Since he outed my real name, is that bad? Does this do anything?
Nah, the people do not look panicky. Some of the people are confused, like some nobles that were not informed. But, no, like, people are just so confused and overwhelmed by what's happening. It seems like no one paid attention to that.
Okay. That's good at least. So what do we do?
The Queen seems to be in pain, like she is hurting.
Okay.
Well, Johann. Well, Grand Lich, you have a way to remove that suit?
No. You see, the whole point of it was to attach to her, and attach to her full body. It's meant to able to feed her without even her needing to eat. It is connected to every part of her. If it's removed, she dies again.
You think the king would like to see their wife suffer in such a way? Certainly, this takes the fun out of everything. If you're making someone experience the same death once more.
Well, it's not the exact same death, but I never intended this gift to be a death. Fair enough. If you can buy me some time, I can probably undo it. But you need to make it so it's distracted, because the moment it senses that I try to prevent it from killing her, and make it so it can be removed safely, it will attack me, and I need time to concentrate. So if you can keep it occupied, I will do so.
Leo is going to willingly stand in front of the Grand Lich at this point and go, right now, we need to get that suit removed from her, and if you're the best way, then at least consider me an ally, at least for this point.
Oh, working for me and protecting me. I love this plot twist. Let's do it.
He goes ahead and he draws his shield and flail, and he's just fully ready to defend.
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
Can I like try to interact with the suit to see if anything happens?
You may.
Alright.
So I'm going to say something very important because it's going to matter for maneuvers. I currently have Iron Guard's Glare as my selected stance active. So if it goes for the Lich,
-4.
it -4. Leo is defending the. He never thought he'd be doing this, but after the conversation, just exploring a bit more with the Lich, and he understands, well, bringing someone back from the dead is a great gift that you could do for someone. Causing them torment is not the way to do it. So he's like, if you have a way to remove it, I'll give you cover. So Leo is currently siding with the Grand Lich to protect him while he removes the suit.
So
You
How do
go
I
with your roll a sense motive. Leo with advantage. With advantage, please, on the Grand Lich.
Because my great conversations I've had with him.
Yeah, you would actually get advantage for that. Yeah.
All right.
question.
Yeah.
How do I interact with the suit?
So, tell Goblin how you interact with it.
So I wanted to see if I could like try to get it. I wanted to see if I could try to get it off of her, not caring if it goes on me.
You realize it's connected to like.
Steal it.
Oh.
Huh?
So you're trying to basically get the suit to latch onto you instead.
Basically, because then
Roll
we wouldn't have
a
to worry about her
grapple
dying.
and a will save for Goblin.
Okay, this is scary.
I rolled an 18 on both d20s for advantage, so an 18 on sense motive.
Okay.
I got an 11 grapple.
It nat 1. So you win that, now roll a will save as it latches onto you right back at you, and this is a surprise round for you. And Goblin will allow initiative to happen there. So you do see into the mind of this creature, and it's just screaming out in pain. It's like it's trying to figure out its purpose. It's like it's not mindless fully, but it's not fully alive either. It's not aware of what's happening. And it's actually biting into the skin of the queen. It hasn't fully entered into her body yet. So, and let Goblin clarify this. From what Leo said's motives, you realize this was an experimental creature. This is the first time he's ever created it. He doesn't know how it fully works nor how it behaves. This was a test run to experiment with a new possible armor suit to protect his minions and his undead. And so he didn't know how it would interact with the living or the dead. And so he decided to use this chance as a test subject opportunity. And you, Foreign, are seeing that it is this undead's like aware somewhat, like it has a soul, but it's not sure what's going on. It's pain.
My intention in this interaction was to try and see if it would like, I don't know, interact with me to get it to like, I don't know, would she still survive if I took it off of her without it like harming her?
You would. So the will save you managed to save. It prevents you from going insane because the noise in the creature's head is so loud, and you can hear its voice now. And if you so wish, on your next turn, because we're going to do initiative now, you could attempt to convince it to latch onto you instead and not harm the queen, and make a willing partnership host with it, if you wish.
Yeah,
or
that's what I was trying to do.
Bro's about to become the lethal protector.
Also, I have a plan for this because if if it merges with me, then we can. If he does have the tree that is like the magic thing, I don't die.
Oh, you're saying it could try and keep you alive? Oh, if it
Yeah,
really.
that's what I meant. So that like either way, if whatever tree he has, if it's the one that's keeping me alive, it doesn't matter. We can destroy it.
Well, no, there's the time tree. If it's the time tree, you won't die. It's the source of all magic. If that is the
That's what I meant.
yeah, the source of all magic is what you're talking about. But if it is the source of all magic, you're saying you're trying to save yourself. So you need to. So Goblin's going to say you need to roll a diplomacy check at disadvantage because this thing is screaming so much in
How do I do
your
that
mind.
again?
So diplomacy, you would roll twice, but take the lower one.
It's a skill.
The skill, yeah.
Oh, where is it?
It's alphabetical, so go to like A and then go to
Oh,
down to
found
D.
it.
Yeah. But for now, everyone roll initiative and put yourself in the turn order.
I do feel like I have 22 minutes.
I got a 12.
We can start this next time then, but do note all that's happening because some important stuff is about to happen next session. So, well, I mean, you have to wait until. So, add your initiatives and then we'll start up again next time, okay?
Alright. So I got an
How do I
8.
do the? How do I do the thingy again? 20.
So, roll a d20 and then add your dexterity for you, basically. Except for you now, Tussible, Skeledoge,
Oh.
you got an extra bonus because of Bow Fortitude at level 2. So now you have an extra +1 to your initiative because of that ability. So you have a +3 from your dex, so +4.
Oh, okay.
It's a D20, right?
Yeah.
Dang. I got a 6.
Goblin's just rolling the initiatives for all the major players in this event. And some people are linked up like the guards, like all the guards will have the same turn. Just to make things easier because there's a lot of people here. People, etc. Alright, and then the queen herself has a turn order, which is connected to the ooze. Yeah, so you. What's your dex bonus? Yeah.
I got a 0.
So you are basically just base 6. Alright. So that
Yeah.
is the turn order. And Golin's gonna set it. So now the top of the turn is the king, so you are going dead last.
Okay. Right.
Oh, this is going to be so fun to come back to.
Yeah, but this will be saved for next session. You all are free to go. And yeah. How was that session, everyone?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Lots of information that I unfortunately was not able to pencil down or remember because brain go burr.
Alex, please tell Goblin that you noted down stuff, because there was a lot that even Goblin may forget to track.
I noted down all the locations of the siblings, and I remember some stuff, so I'm gonna note down what just happened with like me trying to have it latch onto me and become like a willful host.
But yeah, and also remember about basically what the Grand Lich is doing with the source that allows procreation between races, and how he's making an army. And this is probably one of the experiments from that, probably, with it being a slime mimic mix. And yeah, the unnaturalness of everything. How do you guys feel about everything that was just revealed and the Grand Lich's whole shebang of an experiment that just thrown upon everyone?
He's cringe.
This guy.
He's cool. Alright, fair enough. Goblin's gonna go though and end the stream.